soon. Well, you won't. When they do the interrupt, it's on the show. Going live now on YouTube. Hey, all you YouTubers, and I would venture to say you're Dodger fans, either that or, I don't know. Maybe you're a little bit of a masochist. There's no problem with that either. But we are taking a look at Dodger Stadium. If you're wondering why my picture looks a little blue, believe me, it's not bad camera operating. It is the Dodger love out here at Dodger Stadium. Taking a look at the crowds now. I know everybody's probably watching right now. Everybody's watching. And you're all saying, wait a minute, I thought we're doing the parade. Why are we looking at the Dodger Stadium? Well, something's happening at Dodger Stadium as well. The parade has got to have a destination, and that destination is going to be here at Chavez Ravine. And you can see what they got going on out here. They're going to have a trophy ceremony. That's, I guess, what they're calling it. Sounds a little difficult to say, but they can tell you that it's going to be happening right there in the center of the field. They're getting ready and they're setting up. I don't know if we're going to see 50,000 fans out here, but I can tell you the crowds are starting to form, and you know what? The parade hasn't even started as of yet. You got a lot of people in downtown Los Angeles, and if you stay here on the internet and watch with us, I'm sure we're going to show you some of those folks getting ready to watch that parade down there as well. Right now, I'm kind of splitting my attention. We're doing live out here. If you're in the Los Angeles area, wouldn't hurt to turn on 11, because the coverage is, I'm going to actually say it, is going to be better than just from the helicopter, because they've got people on the ground. They're doing interviews. They're talking to the fans. They're, interacting. It is pretty amazing. I got it going on on my headsets. We're just kind of taking a look right now at Dodger Stadium. But I can give you some secrets if you guys are into like little previews. I'm not going to spoil anything because I can't show you any of the players, but I can kind of figure out what's going to be going on out here. Now, I'm going to call this Winter Alley is right over here. There's going to be the backside of Dodger Stadium. Right now, you still got crowds making their way in, but you can kind of see they got this area cordoned off. That's going to be right there, and I'm venturing to say the buses are going to stop there. The players, the team, going to be getting off, and you can see that area. That's kind of just a section right there. That's where all those winners are going to be walking, and they're going to be making their way out to that field. It's going to be pretty exciting indeed. I wonder if a lot of these folks are trying to kind of split the difference. Am I going to sit in the stands? Am I going to wait here? Going to do a little of both? I would go for a little of both. This is probably as close as you're going to get to them, unless you might know one of them personally. But as far as just fandom, I would venture to say that these barricades right here, as the players walk by this afternoon, this is going to be as close as you're going to get for a minute, and you're going to be able to see them. I don't know. Are they going to high five? Are they going to sign stuff? I don't think they're going to sign, but I bet you they're going to soak in the love from their fans, no doubt about it. They're going to make their way into the stadium. You got that blue carpet out there. That's better than a red carpet any day. And then you've got that stage set up. I kind of wonder what's going to go on after that, but I can tell you, it's going to be exciting. The fans are going to love it. And we were just up here. When I say we, I mean my pilot and I. My pilot this morning is Chris. We were talking about, Los Angeles, we are a sporty town. I got to say it. There is so much Dodger love out here at the stadium. And then also, this really does pale in comparison to what's going on in downtown right now around that parade route. But right now we're going to stay here. We're showing these shots because we got to do some live stuff for television. But as soon as they clear us from that, I'm going to swing that camera around, get it over to downtown, over by City Hall. The crowds along that parade route are huge. You know what I can show you guys, though? I got to kind of be frosty because, like I said, we're going to be putting the pictures on television. I do know the buses are out here as well. So I'm going to kind of find them. It's right over here. This is going to be over by the player parking. But I got to be frosty, like I said. If I zip out of here, that's going to be because we got to show. Where are the buses? The buses over here? Well, they were over here. They seem. Oh, yeah, there they are. There they are. There they are. That yellow that you see right there at the top, those are the buses right there, and that's going to be in the player parking. So they're making their way over to Dodger Stadium. And then after that, they're going to get on those buses. The buses are going to make their way to downtown Los Angeles and then return back out here after that parade. They say the parade's going to be about an hour. I wonder if that's all drive time, because that does seem, the parade route not that long. It's just a couple of blocks through downtown. It's going to be tough for us to get those great shots, but we're going to do what we can do. But right now, you can see Dodger Stadium. It's a beautiful day. I mean, if they were playing ball, this would be the day to do it. It's just the right amount of sun. The temperature's right as well. And if you wonder why I'm stuttering around a little bit, it's because, like I said, we're actually working. We're working on the live stuff as well. As far as parking goes out here at Dodger Stadium this morning, I venture to say that if you bought tickets, they probably got you some kind of parking lot area, but there's still a lot of parking available. But this is the after party, so the parade's pretty much the party. This is going to be the after party. The parade starts at 11 after Amanda's live shot. Got it, thank you. Copy. And you can interrupt me anytime. Don't worry about it. I'm being serious. You guys take priority. But right there, you got center field gate. How do I know that? I'm going to say Van Nuys Education System, LA City. So anyway, we're staying frosty. We're going to show the fans. Stand by. I hear the music, so I guess we're live. All right, we're in a commercial right now, so I can kind of zip around a little bit. If you guys are watching, I wonder if they're still there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't want to offend or get anybody angry, but I think those are the female mariachi band, and I've seen and heard them one time before. I actually heard them live, but I think that's them. And you can see them out there. I'm pretty sure they're not just there for the fan entertainment. I think, of course it's fan entertainment. I think they're actually going to be part of the show, which is pretty freaking amazing. And they're setting up out there, but you can kind of see the access. I mean, I don't think they're going to want you to running up there and hugging them and stuff like that, but it is pretty much open access. You can get up there, you can get close, and that is a lot of what this is all about. The fans, I said, they're still filing in here. Let me spin the camera around real quick. Even though the helicopter's going the other way, don't worry about it, Chris. That is going to be the parade route right there. Take a look at that. Now, we've been up since about 5 this morning. 6 this morning. 6 this morning. Yeah. And, when we got here, there was a few people out there, but that is the first turn right there. That's where they're going to start, somewhere right up in here. That's going to be by Grand Park. Those are the stairs for the City Hall, and they're going to ride that route through the downtown Los Angeles area, but the fans, they are definitely filling up right now. That is really starting to get packed. Swinging it back around over here to Dodger Stadium. This is going to be their origination and destination. So they're going to start out here. They got the buses already parked. We saw them earlier this morning. They're those typical double-decker buses. I wonder if those are the buses they use for the Lakers. Give me 1 second. I got to do some work. Skyvox TOC. We lost that IFB feeling. They probably got me turned down because I'm yammering so much. Skyvox TOC. Either that or they're really busy. Yeah, well, anybody that has the microwave audio up, they can hear us, and so, yeah. But if anybody from the studio is trying to reach us, it's not going to happen. Skyvox TOC. Hey there, I just needed some IFB. We lost the IFB. We've been talking with the studio. There it is. There it is back. Thank you so much. So not only do you get to see beautiful pictures from beautiful Skyvox, you also get a little bit behind the scenes. Somebody sent me something, said something about, I guess there's another ball team that thinks that they're going to win it next year. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm pretty sure the Dodgers, they got this on lock. You know what? You know what? Let's just enjoy this one. Let's just enjoy this one. We'll work on the next one as soon as that starts happening. Let's enjoy the win. Let's soak it in. Let's love the LA for a little bit, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen next. Hey, Chris, our Chris, pilot, sir. Let's do an orbit. Even though we're going to go into the sun, it's going to be a little ugly, but let's do like a real orbit. So we're going to go all the way around the stadium. This is one of the things, anybody, guys are out there, guys, gals that are photographers, you'll understand why we're staying on one side of the stadium. But I want to show you guys the buses and also get another look at the other side, see the fans making their way in. But this is the area where the buses are. And this is also, dare I say it, I don't want to give away any secrets, but this is also the player parking right there. Let's see if anybody's down there that we know. How about that? Everybody's going to be like, now it's really blue, Stu. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just relax, man. Now, I think this is a lot of security, a lot of prep, drivers, making sure everything's all right. I wonder what they're going to be tossing. You know, they always throw something from the buses, you know. And I see some, like, is that a band? Are they going to have a band on this one? I see speakers. But anyway, those are the buses right there. They're going to be making their way through the parade route. You know, when we start seeing the players getting on these buses and these buses starting to roll, that's when we're going to know that the party's going to really getting started. Right now, it's still a lot of prep going on down there, a lot of planning. Well, they've done a lot of planning. Now it's just putting it all into action. But the buses are ready to rock and roll. And, of course, this is all right happening out here at Dodger Stadium. As far as the crowds making their way in, we've been staying on the west side. I could say it, but I'm gonna let it slide because we're about all the sides, especially when it comes to the Dodger love. But you can see you got groups out here as well. People are still filing into the stadium. Plenty of parking, plenty of seats. What's up? 1.5. Copy all. 1.5 for a bump shot. Just keep coming around, Chris. And you can keep this speed. It'll work out perfect. This seems to be the popular spot right here. I wonder what they're selling right there. I really do. People should be like, you should know, Stu. How would I know? How would I know? When do I have time to go to a Dodger game? When do I have time to go to Dodger Stadium? So, anyways, but that seems to be the spot. Check out all those people. That is the crowded area right there. I'm listening to some of the interviews that are going on. Sometimes when I pause, I'm actually listening to some people talking at me, yelling at me, giving me suggestions, gently nudging my shot in a direction that they would like. But other times I'm actually listening to the show, and that's also what I'm saying. You guys can have us on the phone, and if you guys are near a television, you should put on 11 if you haven't already, and listen to the show. We've got everybody's. It is like all hands on deck, as it should be. They are down there. They're in the crowds. I'm watching a shot right now. Every now and then I can actually see. Copy. Beauty shot coming up. Let's go, Dodgers. Copy. I do love LA. Copy. Thank you so much. So, like I said, you guys can do both. Come on. We are of that generation, and we are of that world where we can have our devices on and our television on and actually play video games at the same time. But if you're driving, something like that, that's something different. But if you're just out and about right now, even if you're in the stands, I mean, maybe you're watching this right now. I did have somebody, a friend of mine, actually say they were in the line to get in this morning, and I got the message too late, and they had their jerseys on the hood of their car, and they wanted to get shots. I would have. That would have been a nice shot. But like I said, you can see right there, you've got parking still available. I don't know if the event was sold out. I venture to say it was. But I'm checking my phone. Yes, this is me. Really? Yeah. But, I mean, how many seats did they sell? That's the other side of it. I mean, is it 30,000 or is it the entire thing? That's Spectrum texting me. I'm thinking it's like some important, well, it is important information. You got to pay your bill, but I thought it was something else. Go Dodgers. So, look, this is kind of the deal. I'm going to let everybody know that's watching us right now, and don't flip that channel or just throw us to the curb. But we are going to have to bounce out of here in probably about 10 minutes or so. I think we're going to do the top of the 10. And then after that, we're going to have to go get fuel because I heard something about a parade, and we need to make sure we have enough fuel for that whole parade. And we also have to go and come back. It isn't like we run over to Arco or something and pull the change out of the ashtray to pay for fuel. It doesn't kind of work like that. So we're going to have to go to an airport. Hopefully they're going to fuel us quickly, and we're going to get back here in a timely manner. And then we're going to be ready for that actual parade to start. I wish we could watch them make their way from the stadium. Maybe we will be able to. Probably not, just because of timing. But at any rate, we're up over Dodger Stadium, and if you're like, hey, that looks like kind of like a little bit of a hazy shot, it is. And right here on this side is where we're facing into the sun. And that's the reason why we kind of hang out on the other side more than we come over here, because, that haze just makes that picture look just hazy. Imagine that. And something else I got to throw out there, Fernando's birthday, So if you are just joining us and you're just checking this out and you're like, hey, why aren't you showing us the parade, this and that? The parade is going to come to the stadium. I'm sure you guys know about that. I'm going to show this one or two more times, and if you already saw it, don't give it away to the people that are already listening. I'm going to show you what I'm calling Winner's Alley. So the buses after the parade are going to make their way back up over here, and I would venture to say they're going to stop somewhere in this location right here. They've got a little bit of an alleyway set up that's going to take you right through the center of Dodger Stadium, out through that center field, and right there, that's it. That's the actual, I'm going to call that Winner's Alley. And that's going to take you out onto the field. And now what's going on the field? Well, you got the blue carpet, which is pretty freaking awesome, and then you got the stage. Now, they're calling this the trophy ceremony, which I think is Cabial. Coming to another shot from us. Slow the roll just a little bit. I want to stay on this side. Chris, please. Okay. I got the world champion on there. Got the blue club. And then let's show some crowds. Yeah. Got the Dodger sign. As they should. Go back wide. They got to go back live because they're interviewing somebody. I guess they are still live. That's where they're going to be standing later on this afternoon. That's where the trophy ceremony is going to be happening. And again, you can see it right there. The stadium is starting to fill up. You know where all the people are at? And I don't blame them. It's over here by the mariachis. I wonder, is there a gender thing for that? Like mariachi? I'm being serious. I don't know, but you can see that's actually the spot that's getting all the attention right now. I wish we could hear it. Well, we could if we were down there. You can hear it? Pardon me? You can hear it in the background? I'm going to push back in, get some more crowds outside. Top of the 11, yes. Thank you, thank you. So they want us top of the 10. So, you know, that, what does that mean? So we'll literally be out of here probably by 5 after, 10 after. Go get fuel and then be back for the, and you know, and when I say top of the 11, they don't want us rolling in at 11. They probably want us here at 10:45. I know it's going to be tight. I mean, we can sacrifice. I mean, you know, it's not. The pictures are what I care about. I mean, we can. Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I was going to say, I mean, nobody needs to hear my nasally voice on the air. So we could pretty much, I think we should leave like now, just to make sure that we're going to be back on time. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You know, right at the 10, I don't know if you guys are switching, but we are going to bail for fuel so we can be here early for the top of the hour. I see we're live. Not yet. Copy. Thank you. Our picture. No. No picture. All right. Powers to be, if you can hear my voice at the station, we are going to bounce for fuel so we can have a full tank and be here early for the top of the 11 because I guess there's a parade or something happening today. Yeah. Let's start heading out. And I'm going to put it in your lap there, Chris. I'm going to put it in your lap. Where are we going to go for fuel? Are we going to go to Burbank or are we going to back to Van Nuys? All right. But make sure that, you know what, when really, truly, make sure they're there when we get there. Get on those Clay Lacey guys. All right, again, you guys are listening behind the scenes, and I'm always happy to have you guys here. We have no secrets. Transparency is what we're all about. And if you're listening to me talk and you're thinking, when does he know his mic is live? I used to love that line. We're discussing how to get fuel and plan us being back in time to get some of the entire parade. Well, really, I wanted to get back to get some of the shots of the buses leaving the stadium and making their way over there because, you know, behind the scenes are what we're all about. But it turns out that we might not be able to pull that off. But if we will, that's great. If you guys are local, that's going to be Silver Lake right there. And if it's not local, hey, that's Silver Lake right there. You got the Silver Lake neighborhood, beautiful neighborhood. I can't afford to live there, I'll tell you that. But there are some beautiful homes out there. If you're not local, and you're just soaking in some of our Dodger love, thank you. Beautiful Griffith I talk on television for a living. Griffith's Observatory right there. If you guys come out to visit, that's definitely a place to. 30 seconds, we do not have the stadium. We are on our way for fuel. I'm going to set up with a sign. We love LA and Hollywood. So there was rumor that that there was going to be a Blue D City at the end of Hollywood. I cannot. We are off for fuel. I was announcing it constantly. I told all the powers that be should know. We have to go get fuel because we need to be there for 11. Before 11. Copy. Thank you guys for putting us in the show. I mean it. Skyfox rushing back over there. So these are the homes in the hills. If you guys are still, I'm sure we're still alive. You guys can take a peek. You know what? Let's see if we can find Bosch's house. Was it over here? I always think it's over here, but it's not, is it? I'll make some pretty pictures. A special day. If you're thinking, people are probably just.
The party's underway, and Alex, we've got a parade. I love how you said that. Look at this crowd, though. I mean, it almost just leaves you speechless. There's pretty much nowhere even left to stand out here, and we still have a little less than an hour until the parade officially begins. But it is just absolutely wall-to-wall people, families taking off of school, off of work, and it goes all the way up the hill. This is the parade route on Grand and 5th. You can see kind of where these players are going to be coming down on the double-decker buses as they go off to the 110, eventually to Dodger Stadium. But right now, these fans are just having a great time. I'm going to try a challenge for them. We're going to do the wave. We've been working on this, so let's see if we can get the wave going here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how far it goes, if it's going to make it. All right, one more time. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! That is amazing. It is just a sea of blue out here. And we're just having so much fun with all these Dodger fans and just a moment of excitement, just so many people coming together and just being happy. It's amazing. I'm reporting live this morning, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News. Hey, you know, I'll take it. Let's go! I did get a message on Twitter from one viewer asking if I was going to crowd surf today, and I think with this crowd, if I was to crowd surf, I might not come back. So right now I'm staying right here. should move it up. live in LA?
Yeah.
Where in LA? Long Beach. All right.
I don't know what time they're coming up.
Are you a Braves
What?
fan?
You know what time they're coming
Are you
up.
a Braves fan?
Don't hide that now, dude.
One more hour. 11:30.
He was the
So
Braves
one
last
more hour. I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
Oh, are you saying what?
11:30.
I'm from Atlanta.
All right.
But rooting for the home team.
All right. I would have went with you like
On my phone?
yeah, we saw it.
Did you see?
Don't out me.
Did you see? Did you see?
Yeah, Freddie. Hey, Freddie.
We're ready, man. Give me that.
Can you ask me what you asked last week? Did you ask the same thing?
That's what it's like being here today. What it's like being here today. Did they cancel school for you?
No.
So you're missing? Are you sick today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sick. All right.
Yeah, that.
They got the blue flu.
Can you tell me when you talk to?
Blue fever? Yeah. What rain?
Can you tell me when you talk to him on camera? Can you tell me when you talk to him on camera?
I just ask you questions and you answer.
Okay. Go the Yankees! Go the Yankees! Yankees suck! Yankees suck! Yankees suck! Yankees suck! Yankees suck! You only like the Dodgers if you're a real one! What's your name? The Yankees ain't like us. And they'll never be like us.
The Party Meister, I love that. That's a good name. Right now, they don't know we're live, so you can see it's quiet, but they're energized. They've been up here, a lot of them, since 4 a.m., so they're trying to conserve. You know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Let's see if we can get it going. There we go. Now they know. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. It is just, I'm running out of words to describe how crowded it is. I know that there are estimates of there being 100,000 people in downtown LA today for this parade, but if it's like this along the entire route, it's hard to believe that it wouldn't be more than that. And you look out, I mean, there's still more people walking to where we are right now, and there's really nowhere to stand. So people are standing. You can see kind of, Gino, if you want to flip over by the Porto Johns over here, there's people standing up. I don't know what they're standing on, just so they can try to get views of their favorite players as they go by on those double-decker buses. But it's going to be hard because people are stacked and stacked and stacked, probably 100 rows deep at least. And people are missing work, people are missing school. One fan described it as blue fever spreading across LA today because so many people are calling in sick just to be here for this parade. And speaking of that, I do want to speak to these couple kids from Long Beach. What's it like being here today?
Very great. I love the Dodgers. I've been a Dodgers fan since I was born.
Since you were born, wow. Did you guys miss school today? What about school today?
School, it's Dodger fever.
Dodger fever, I love that. He's got Dodger fever. How many, are you guys all sick today? Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get one more. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. Here we go. This is so much fun. And we still have 40 minutes until the parade officially begins, but just amazing.
in downtown yesterday saying if you work downtown, hopefully you can do so remotely if you don't have plans to go to the parade or come here to Dodger Stadium, where we will, of course, continue our coverage. But let's head out with the folks. Mario Ramirez, he is in Grand Park with a look there. Good morning, Mario.
Only day I don't get teased about this
Hi,
weather.
good morning, guys. It is so full of excitement out here. To my left, we have the parade route just outside City Hall. And look at this. To my right, we have thousands of people now filling Grand Park here in downtown LA. And what's great about this is the DJ just started playing music. They've got some big screens out here, over 4, that will be playing the activity at Dodger Stadium, that special ceremony. So after the parade at 11 o'clock, they'll be able to pick a spot here. There's not very much space, but they'll be able to watch those celebrations at Dodger Stadium. So let me ask some of the people here in the crowd, how has this been for you today? I know you got here a little earlier.
This has been exciting. It's been really electric. It's good to be here with a bunch of family. Just love it.
Awesome, and we see a lot of young fans out here. Where's your mom or your dad? Why'd you bring the kids out?
Oh, because we're big Dodgers fans. Since I was a little girl, before I was born, my grandpa, everybody in my family were Dodgers fans, like, forever.
And what's your name?
Naomi.
Naomi, can you give us a little cheer with your pom-pom?
Woo!
All right, so the excitement, I mean, the crowd here is insane. And I will agree with what Laura said about the traffic. We got here at 3 o'clock this morning, and it was difficult navigating the area even then. So 100,000 people are expected out here. Guys, where'd you come from? Where did you come from?
I come from San Fernando.
And let me see your jersey. Who are you representing? Mookie Betts. And we've got Freddie Freeman here. Oh, this is his little brother. So, guys, I've got my championship flag here, but I'm going to need a new one because we have to add 2024 to our championship titles. For now, live downtown, we'll send it back to you.
With them along the way.
Well, that is a
Great flag.
very enthusiastic crowd there, here, and everywhere. And, well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a crescendo when it comes here right behind us, and we have this party with Dodger Stadium full of Dodger fans. Guys, you know, Bob DeCastro, we sent him out to Yankee Stadium, as you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was reporting live in Good Day LA and in our evening broadcast as well. He was wearing a Dodger jacket that said 7-time world champions. So Bob needs an upgrade. We need an upgrade. We need to change that jacket, Bob. He's joining us now live right here from Dodger Stadium.
It's so nice. The sun is out. I don't even need that jacket right now. We don't need no jacket. We got a lot of Dodger blue out here this morning. Good morning. There they are. So this is the left field area, and everybody just waiting for the festivities to begin here. Okay. A lot of excitement. Let me talk to this family right here. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, come talk to us. You came out. Where did you come from?
From El Monte.
From El Monte. Okay. Is it hard to get these tickets here because these are some of the hottest tickets in town?
Yes, they were very hard.
Was it hard?
Yeah,
An hour to get those tickets.
It's hard to get the tickets.
Yeah, we were waiting in line. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys are in the merch line here, right? 'Cause this is, and what are you hoping to get here?
We're hoping to get a hat with a patch, maybe a jersey.
Yeah.
See what's up.
Lotto ticket. It's like a lotto ticket, right? It's like a lotto. Good morning, sir. How are you? Where did you come?
Awesome.
Where did you come from?
From LA.
From LA.
Born and raised.
Really nearby?
Yes, sir.
Why was it important? Because I heard this is a hard ticket to get to. Why was it important for you to be here today to make sure you witness all of it?
Because we love our Dodgers, and we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah.
It's
And
the experience.
especially-
It's the experience of being here with nothing but Dodger fans. Not a single other fan will be here.
It is kind of a different experience, right? I mean, it feels like a game almost in a way, but
it's all blue. It's all blue, baby. It's all blue.
And for
Go
Fernando.
Dodgers.
For Fernando,
Happy birthday,
baby.
Fernando Valenzuela.
I love the rally towels that they gave out today. Where are you from, sir?
Redlands, California.
Redlands. You came out pretty far. Came out early.
Yep.
Yeah, and was it hard for you to get a ticket? Because apparently people
online with my phone and my computer yesterday at 12 p.m. My phone would not go through. My computer went through. I kept trying to get tickets, and they were were all gone. And then I kept clicking, click, 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 and finally I got him.
And finally you got him. You're here. You're here. Did you get it? Did you bring along a big crew?
Brought the family.
Okay.
And the kids.
And what's it like here? I mean, it's like I said, it feels like a Dodger game in a way.
Yes.
But there's no team here, no
Exactly.
team.
It's awesome. It's incredible to be out here with all these fans. Yeah!
All right, and is this? What's this?
We're season pass holders. We had to be here.
Your tongue is blue.
Dodgers.
Guess who got invited to drop the ball on New Year's? And New Year's.
Who got invited?
Aaron Judge.
Someone's got jokes here. Someone's got jokes.
It's about the Dodgers right now. It's about the Dodgers. Being here to celebrate with them, this is well deserved, and we needed this.
Did you bring your whole family?
Yes, I did. Right here.
Where did you all come from?
We're local. We're here in LA. Yep, we're LA.
So you got up early, and how did you all get tickets? It was just,
We're season pass holders, so we got to get at 11 o'clock. Sorry, you guys that aren't. But hey, we've been doing it for 6 years. 6 years season pass holders, so we can't miss it.
What are you looking forward to the most here? What are you looking forward to?
Just the excitement, coming. My cousin used to play for the Dodgers. He was a pitcher, Bobby Castillo. So this is very exciting for me to be here to celebrate for our cousin. Yeah, so it's exciting just to see the players. We're excited for what they did. Hard work, LA deserved it, and we're here and we're celebrating. Woo!
You have the different generations here, right? You're taking all the young people here as well, so you have the brand new Dodger fans. Hi, good morning. No school today?
No school today.
I drove 12 hours for this. I'm here from El Paso, Texas, celebrating. I had to be here. My boss, thank you for giving me the days off because she knew how important it was for me to be here.
Are you from LA?
I'm from LA, and I've been in El Paso since maybe 06. So
you took your Dodger blue all the way to El Paso?
Yes, my boss let me be here, so thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Where are you all from?
We're from Temecula. Woo! No Padres for us.
You're like right there on the border.
I know, we can go either way. We've been best friends since we were born. We used to paint our face and cheer for Eric Gagne.
Good thing about Dodger fans that you like each other, so you have something to sort of like,
The love, yes, sir.
How was that? You just grew up in LA and you just was one of those?
Neighbors. So our moms had us a year apart, so we just grew up and we played in the middle of nowhere and then became Dodger fans. And
we were like the only Dodger fans in the area growing up.
Pretty much.
So what's it like to be here today? I mean, did you like get on like everyone else and click?
Yeah, we've been waiting our entire lives for this moment. So to even get tickets, we were panicking, thinking we wouldn't get them. Yeah.
I brought my daughter, and it's such a full circle. I mean, I get emotional.
Were you one of those at home, like when that last game?
My mind.
I can see it. I can see it.
I don't even know what to say. It's just, it's everything.
So much different emotions out here. Thank you for talking to us. Yeah, so we'll be hanging out with the Dodger fans out here. I want to lose my voice. Alex, we'll send it over to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. And one of those guys made a point I hadn't thought about, because every time you come to Dodger Stadium, there's always fans of the opposing team here. This is the only time you'll be here where it is 100% Dodger fans, which is kind of fun.
If you're not a Dodger fan today, you're lost in the stadium.
You're the wrong place. Let's go to Susan Hirasuna, who's in downtown Los Angeles. Susan.
All right, I got to tell you that it is a beautiful sight here at First and Grand. Alex, you probably know it as the area right near Disney Hall. But let me tell you, it is so beautiful to see all of these people dressed up in their Dodgers merch. And there's so many different jerseys here, right? You expect to see Ohtani, Valenzuela even, Betts, etc. But this man has a Freddie Freeman jersey on, but it means much more to him than to the other people who are wearing this jersey, because this is a man who was freed from prison after 25 years thanks to the Innocence Project. So the first thing that happened when you got out of prison was somebody handed you a Freddie Freeman jersey.
That's correct. My first day I stepped out of prison for wrongful conviction of 25 years. This is the exact same jersey I came out because I'm a free man, and I'm a big fan of Dodgers after life without possibility.
So what did it mean when Freddie Freeman played such a critical championship win, and he wound up being MVP.
I felt like Freeman was dedicating this to me and to every Dodger fan as a free man because injustice has happened, and I felt that was dedicated to me.
Yeah, very interesting story from Miguel Solario, and he was released from prison almost a year ago today, right?
November 13, 2023 was my first day out of prison after 25 years with life without plus 42 life as a free man.
Not everybody has that kind of a story here, but there is the common connection that everybody here is a Dodgers fan, right? How excited are we to be here by the parade? Very. And tell me about your jersey.
I got it at Filipino night with my family.
Yeah, exactly. That was back in August, correct? That's what you told me. What is your name again?
Lucy Schroth.
Very good. All right. So basically, we're just now waiting, and the crowd just keeps getting thicker and thicker, but it is a happy crowd indeed. Oh, P.S. Somebody is selling $10 shots of Casamigos. We did not imbibe. Imbibe in downtown L.A. I'll send it back to you.
How many have you had, Susan?
Yeah. That's probably not a big surprise to anyone. What an emotional story from that free man who Susan talked to. Okay, our coverage will continue live from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Stay with us.
Brooks and Dunn Reboot 2024 Tour.
I'll play something country.
The best-selling duo of all time.
Up that red dirt road.
Live.
Only in America. Oh,
Saturday, November 9th, Yamava Theater. On sale at the casino box office or YamavaTheater.com. Brooks and Dunn Live.
For a safer Orange County, Dave Min for Congress. Min sponsored the bill to block gun sales at the Orange County Fairgrounds, and bills funding local police. No wonder law enforcement endorses Dave Min for Congress. HMP is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose.
But in the meantime, let's talk about what.
There he is.
Bob, okay, it's crowded out there. There's a lot going on. There's some music happening. Let's see if we can listen in.
There is a lot going on. Okay, we got our band. Hey, tell me what the name of the band is here.
We're called Top Shelf Brass Band.
Top Shelf Brass Band. All in their Dodgers gears. Let's know you're live this morning on Good Day LA. Show us what you guys got here. Give us a little bit of here. What's it? You brought your whole family here?
The whole family. We're coming in from Oxnard. We are Dodger fanatics. We live and breathe the Dodgers all day, every day.
The whole family here.
This whole clan of men in my house. Let's go.
If you look on top there, we've got some fans up there as well. Look it up there. There they are. The top deck. All right, we'll have more of the Dodgers celebration coming up after the break.
When news breaks, we're the ones to watch. Weeknights at 5 and 10 on Fox 11.
Public servants are supposed to fight for us to make things a little easier. But Mike Garcia, he's only out for himself. Garcia took almost $1 million from Wall Street, and then he and his allies proposed gutting seniors' benefits, raising the retirement age, slashing Social Security funding, and privatizing Medicare, putting your hard-earned
Boom, 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 boom. Can we move a little to the south, just a little to the south? I want to see if we can get the shot of the front, the sign, the Dodger sign, and the buses coming by. Because they are going to make the turn, they're going to come towards us. So if we get a little to the south, we can get them turning, and then the Venezuela Memorial. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. It's okay. I hit you up late, but all right. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around. Copy. Are they getting on the freeway? Somebody told me they were getting on the freeway. I guess they have to, right? Yeah, that one's not that exciting right now.
What if you never had to worry about what you could do? Because you could do anything. Anywhere could be the center of everywhere. And boundaries only existed to be pushed. So the only limit you faced was how big you could dream. What would you do then? Some pretty cool stuff, I bet. Yeah, that'd be some life. That'd be life unlimited.
The ambulance is there for me. My heart.
Minutes starts in downtown LA. Mayor Karen Bass kicks it all off, and the round is just about a mile and a half long, but it is packed with, as Alex said, about 100,000 people have descended upon downtown.
And these World Series parades are such a wonderful tradition to culminate a season that was exactly what fans had hoped it would be. And of course, we talked way back in March with this Dodger team. This team was built to win a championship. But then, of course, came all of the injuries, and they had to overcome all of the adversity. They get into the postseason pretty much out of starting pitching at that point, but their terrific bullpen was able to overcome that. And we saw this team go into the series against the Yankees that a lot of people thought was going to be evenly matched. And guess what? The Yankees finished off the Pinstripers in 5 games, and here they are today about to begin this wonderful journey. The parade beginning downtown at Grant Park and going, as you mentioned, about 45 minutes all the way here to Dodger Stadium. We're right behind us. Right behind us over home plate. Cool. They will be set up right there and be enjoying the end of the parade with the great full Dodger Stadium here. And guys, parades are nothing new in baseball. They're almost as old as the game itself. The first championship parade was 1905 in Philadelphia. So here we are, almost 120 years later, and we're going to have one right here in Dodger Stadium. So well deserved.
Just tuning in, we are in the broadcast booth where you would usually see Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser, but we're lucky to be taking their spots today for this very special celebration, and we're very grateful to be here for that. So the parade's starting a few minutes late. Right now, the buses were supposed to be at City Hall. It's clear they're a little bit behind schedule, but not a huge surprise by that. But it looks like the players are on those buses and ready to go, and we see them decked out, and Yamava, which seems to sponsor pretty much everything in Southern California, sponsoring this as well, as we see them on the buses. And you know, we've seen, Marla, all these players, many of them are fathers with very cute young kids.
Oh, so many of them.
And so this is a day for them not only to celebrate as a team, but to celebrate as a family as well.
Yeah, and of course, when you say that, I think of Freddie Freeman, of course, given what he went through with his young son, Max, who we're so happy to report is okay. It's hard to get a look at exactly who from this vantage point, but yes, the buses are there. They are ready to roll into downtown Los Angeles, and the players were all saying going into this, I want to see that downtown Los Angeles packed with people, and I think their wish will come true. I think they will not be disappointed. Is that Walker Buehler on the left there, on the far left? He was sort of the unsung hero of the series when he pitched that final inning in the bottom of the ninth. That was quite something, so I'm not sure if that's him. It looked like him from this vantage point for a moment there, Kyle.
So many different heroes that had a part in this World Championship, and we're going to see a lot of them today. And one thing I really love about this parade is, as Alex alluded to, it's a family affair. The players bring their spouses, they bring their children, and they're celebrating with families. And this is the part of the game that you don't always see when it comes to Major League Baseball. You see the players on the field, but now you get to see them more humanized with their families and celebrating today.
And Kyle, the last time we did a parade like this, it was when the Rams won the Super Bowl, and the amount of alcohol that was consumed by the Rams.
The amount of alcohol that was consumed by Matthew Stafford
was unbelievable.
Oh, that's right.
It will be interesting to see if this is a more family-friendly affair, or if it is as much of a drinking fest as we saw for that parade.
Well, let me just tell you, a little birdie told me that there are a bunch of SUVs that are lined up outside Dodger Stadium, and that is so that the players have a safe ride home.
Nice.
So if they do imbibe a little too much, which, hey, you can't blame them. You know, they just clinched their 8th World Series title. It had been a long time coming. They've been looking forward to this. They will have a safe ride home. So the buses, they are on the move right now. And let's also remember, as we're looking live from Skyfox, what today is. Today is November the 1st, which would have been Fernando Valenzuela's 64th birthday. And you know, although they're partying and they're celebrating, you know that they're thinking of Fernando and his family, of course. Many of them will be here today. I've seen so many. Look at the fans lining the street there. They're we're so excited to be so close to the boys in blue. But yes, lots of number 34, Alex, on the minds of fans today.
And we think of Fernando Valenzuela also where we're sitting, Kyle, because Fernando for so many years was a broadcaster for the Dodgers in Spanish language in these very broadcast booths, watching the games
I met him in
for
the
so
booth.
many times.
And it's really quite remarkable. We sadly lost Fernando recently, and to have the Dodgers come through the way they did, and for us here to be having a parade and a celebration on what would have been his 64th birthday. And so many of the fans that we've spoken to, and so many of our reporters have spoken to fans along the parade route today, they've voluntarily said that this is for Fernando, and we're celebrating Fernando today, while of course celebrating this great Dodgers championship, the 8th in franchise history. And here come the boys.
Yeah, there they are. You know who we haven't mentioned today is Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
And I bring him up because he is the only current active position player to have 3 World Series rings right now. Of course, he won one with the Red Sox in 2018, and then, of course, in 2020, and now in 2024. So what a man he is, Mr. Mookie Betts, and he is beloved by the crowd behind us.
What a start to the career for Mookie Betts. I mean, he started with the Boston Red Sox organization back in 2014, and as you mentioned, won the World Series with them in 2018, and then in 2020 is when the Dodgers signed him to that very long contract. I mean, he's locked up for 12 years, that massive $325 million contract. So Mookie Betts is going to be around a long time. We're very happy about that, and of course, as you mentioned, winning his 3rd ring in this series.
And the Dodgers have 3 former MVPs at the top of their order: Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman. And you think of this season, which really started off with Mookie on a historic tear, and a lot of people were talking about him potentially being the MVP. Then he got hurt. We saw what Shohei Ohtani did all season, and he, of course, will win the MVP. Freddie Freeman, kind of an afterthought because of those two's dominant performance, and then Freddie Freeman ends up as the World Series MVP. All 3 of them having their moments this season as we're starting to look.
I think it may have been Teoscar on the right there.
And that's somebody who we don't know if he's going to be back next year.
I know, in free agency, but he made it clear the other night after they won. He was asked about that. He said, if it's up to me, I want to stay right here and be a Los Angeles Dodger.
Teoscar Hernandez, I think, was one of the great stories on this Dodger team this year. Played in Seattle last year, was hoping to get a multi-year, a big-time contract offer, and it didn't come. And so Teoscar kind of shifted gears and said, all right, well, if I'm not going to get the big multi-year deal, I'm going to go a place that I think I can fit in, and a place that I think I can win a world championship. And he wanted to come to this Dodger organization, so they signed him to a 1-year deal. And what did Teoscar do? Oh, he just decided to go out and have the best season of his entire career.
He proved himself.
Broke his career record for home runs in a season, had the most walks he's ever had in a season, which is significant because he really cut down on his strikeouts. He had the 2nd highest strikeout ranking a year ago, so he became a significant part. He was batting at the bottom of this order. Suddenly he was batting clean up in this order. Teoscar Hernandez made himself a lot of money this year, also hitting a grand slam in the postseason, and now Teoscar Hernandez hopefully in the driver's seat to receive that big contract offer. Let's hope it's from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
What a cool shot on the 110 freeway, which is shut down right now for these Dodger players, and we see people lining the streets there, cheering them on as well, which is such a cool sight for the entire city. And you think about Teoscar Hernandez, and there's a whole group of Dodgers that were on the team this year that were not on the team last year. And the last few years, the Dodgers have come up short. They didn't have that toughness in the playoffs. It was so disappointing for our fans. You think about Teoscar Hernandez was an addition. Tommy Edman was an addition. Jack Flaherty, a late addition. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, an addition. And, of course, Shohei Ohtani. And all of those guys playing really important roles at key moments in putting the Dodgers over the top, which they were not able to get there. And we saw that team, Marla. One of the things that was so great about this Dodger team was how resilient they were. And every time it seemed like they were going to be counted out, the next man up delivered.
They're the ultimate team in that one of the big storylines going into Yankees versus Dodgers, of course, was Shohei Ohtani versus Aaron Judge. Yeah. And we saw how that played out. Going into Game 5, both Judge and Ohtani were 2 for 15. And even without the $700 million man, they clinched the World Series. That's because their bench is that deep. That's because Edmund stepped up, Teoscar Hernandez stepped up, Mookie Betts stepped up, everybody stepped up.
Hey, there's your guy, Kike Hernandez.
Speaking of stepping up in the playoffs, Kyle, talk about he's a whole different guy.
Yeah, you know, we call him Playoff Kike because somehow, some way, when we hit the month of October, he turns into a different player. He's a career 220 hitter, but in the postseason, he's a career 280 hitter. He's hit 15 home runs in the postseason. And once again, you know, the Dodgers knew that that's the kind of guy they wanted to go out and get, bring him onto this team, and have him ready for the postseason. And he earned himself a starting role in the postseason on this team, and he delivered once again. So the question is, will Kike Hernandez be on this team next year? We'll see. He's a free agent, but he's a fan favorite. They love him here, and he just seems to deliver when it's most important.
And the key question, will he give any profanity on the mic today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As we know, he's a fan of that. And it'll be interesting to see. There we see Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, there
we
he
see
is.
Will Smith there, and some of the players. It looks like Tommy Edman is seated there, with, and you see them there with their loved ones as well.
And what a great story Tommy Edman is. Picked him up at the trade deadline, and he's a kid from La Jolla Country Day, and came onto this team, and he just decided to be the most valuable player of the National League Championship Series. So you have all of these guys that contributed their little ingredient to this winning formula, no doubt about it.
Yeah, of course, Game 5, we're talking about free agents here. Game 5 was started by Jack Flaherty. He really stepped up on Game 1, not so much on Game 5.
Tough Game 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, but there was Walker Buehler to close it out, which was also remarkable because he's known usually as a starting pitcher, but he was so ace and so clutch at the end of Game 5.
You know, you mentioned Jack Flaherty. You know, there's a big question mark right there. Got him at the trade deadline, and it was a great pickup. But will Jack Flaherty be a part of this team next year? He's now a free agent, and we know how many pitchers that the Dodgers have on the shelf right now. It's not that the Dodgers don't have pitching. It's just that they're all injured. So there were so few of them available to this team, and that's why it's almost miraculous that somehow, some way, Dave Roberts was able to navigate through all of those injuries and use his bullpen in order to get the results that he had hoped for.
And that is one of the things we'll be reminded of, Kyle, as we look at the players on this bus, is all the players who didn't play, who are injured. And there we see Mookie Betts and his wife Brianna and his daughter there as well. I think his mother is there with him, which is such a cool fan for the entire Betts family. Mookie is such a great guy. He was the Dodgers nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award for his work in the community. He's very dedicated to the Dodgers Foundation, to his foundation, and his wife Brianna is a big part of that. They are high school sweethearts. They've been together their whole lives, and it's so cool to see Brianna out here as well.
And I don't think we can give Mookie Betts enough credit at this point right now, because let's not forget, Mookie really struggled in the last two postseasons. Last year in the sweep by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NLDS, Mookie had 0 hits, and he was hearing it. You know, this is your guy, your former MVP, with 0 hits, and he went out this year in the postseason, batted .290, had 18 hits, and Mookie Betts was a huge part of his championship.
Well, and he's also such an unselfish player, like so many of the Dodgers. I'm going to hit on that point of what a team they are, because he talked about also, once they acquired Shohei Ohtani, he knew that this was the man, and everyone else would sort of take a back seat. He was okay with that, and he's such a utility player. He'll play where you put him, and he plays well wherever you put him.
It's a great point you bring up, Marla. You know, Andrew Friedman, before they went out and got Shohei, he went to Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, and these two guys are superstars at the highest level, and he said, I just want to make sure you guys are going to be okay with us going out and getting a guy like Shohei, who obviously commands an awful lot of attention. And both of them just said, do whatever it takes to win.
Absolutely.
You know, and those are the kind of players you need on your
Whatever's better for the team.
It seems like there's an interesting dynamic going on, Kyle, compared to that Rams parade, because everybody's got a lot of them have their wife and kid, and some places their mother right there. We don't see the excessive drinking in the obnoxious way that we were seeing at the Rams, at least not yet.
We're 13 minutes into it.
Maybe that'll start a little bit later. It seems like people are on their best behavior so far.
We have yet to see the bottle of Jose Cuervo, or I think actually Stafford was drinking the 1942, so he had the good stuff.
And there's a live look at LA Mayor Karen Bass. She is going to officially kick off the parade once it gets officially started again. It's starting at First and Grand in downtown Los Angeles, right outside City Hall. And we've seen City Hall. If you didn't get a chance to see it last night, hopefully you get to peek it tonight. It's gorgeous because it's lit up in blue.
And when we just saw Karen Bass she was there with her grandsons, who are both big LA sports fans. Bass says one of the best parts of this job has been going to sports games with her grandsons. We saw her here for Game 2, and we talked to her when she was in the crowd here, and it's been a real thrill for her to be able to experience that with them. It looks like we see some of the other
I think I saw
players.
Gavin Lux is over to the left. You see Miguel Rojas there with the cigar. Miguel Rojas, by the way, the team has an option for him for next year, a $5 million option. He has had one of his best seasons, batted .289 this year for the Dodgers during the regular season, played a great shortstop. Unfortunately, was injured at the end of the year, so we did not see him in the World Series. But what an asset he was to this team. I think an unexpected asset, and Dave Roberts praised Miguel Rojas all season long for the kind of player he was on the field and in the clubhouse as well.
Yeah, and in just that shot when we were seeing Rojas front and center, we also saw Clayton Kershaw. He was still seated. There's Teoscar.
There he is.
There he is. There he is, throwing some peace signs out.
And that's got to be Tyler Glass now behind him because of how tall he is,
6'7",
even though we can't see his face. But Teoscar, I mean, how do you not love Teoscar Hernandez with the attitude he brings every day to the ballpark? The way he was teaching Shohei a little Spanish back in spring training, the way he went out there and became the first Dodger to win the home run derby. Everything Teoscar touched this year turned to gold.
And there is Mr. Clayton Kershaw. You're talking about the players who are hurt. He is one of them, but he is expected, Alex, to come back next year.
Well, if we remember last year, Clayton Kershaw had one of his worst outings ever in the playoffs. It is a big reason why the Dodgers were knocked out of the playoffs, and it was so ugly that I think that was a big reason why Clayton Kershaw came back, because he didn't want to end like that. He comes back, got hurt again, was able to win the championship this year, but I think he still wants to be able to pitch again next year. He says he'll be back, and likely will be back as a Los Angeles Dodger.
Clayton Kershaw has a player option for $10 million, loaded with incentives as well. So he has already said, I want to come back and give it another go. So we'll see what that looks like. But boy, you talk about a guy that's now won 2 world championships. Unfortunately, one of them was during the pandemic, and then the second one he didn't really get to take part in the postseason. But it will be interesting to see if over the course of the offseason, Clayton Kershaw still has that passion to come back and play another season.
Well, we were just talking about Shohei Ohtani, and you know what's remarkable to think about is that he hasn't actually thrown a pitch as a Dodger. You know, he was brought on to be a pitcher, and then what did he do this past season? He became the inductee, the very first 50-50 club, and what he finished the season, if I'm not mistaken, with 54 home runs.
And 59 stolen bases, exactly right.
Yeah, so, and we saw that last attempt at stolen base, what that did for him last Saturday with his partially dislocated shoulder. That obviously we saw that play out in Game 5. He was having a hard time swinging the ball. So we'll see.
You know, somewhat unfortunate that fans did not get to see the Shohei Ohtani that we got to see on a daily basis here at Dodger Stadium. But you know what? The Dodgers won it anyway, and they carried him a little bit in the postseason into the World Series, and in the future, certainly he will carry the team.
All right, we're going to pause for just 30 seconds for a word from our sponsor.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Drive away now in the Santa Fe with 1.99% APR for 72 months. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
And that was a quick word from our sponsor there, and this is a live look from Sky Fox. That is Grand Park, and a number of thousands of people have packed the area waiting for the Dodgers, the Los Angeles World Champions there, and they are on these double-decker buses. This parade slated to start officially at 11 o'clock, but what is doesn't matter at this point. People called out sick. People are staying home from school. They're not looking at what time it is. They just want to see their favorite Dodgers players.
Sea of people, more than 100,000 fans expected to crowd through downtown Los Angeles, and that is a spectacular sight of all these people reveling in another World Championship.
What a moment for our city of Los Angeles, which has been front and center and will continue to be front and center in the next few years. You think about what we have scheduled for Los Angeles. We've got the World Cup coming to Los Angeles in 2026. We've got the Super Bowl coming in 2028. We have a the Olympics coming in 2028. I think we have the Super Bowl maybe 2027.
2027, yes.
It's an incredible ride where Los Angeles is going to be at the center of the sports universe, and there's every reason to think that the Dodgers will have a very good chance to repeat this again next year, but you never know. In sports, we never know about injuries, which is why it's so important for us to enjoy this now, because we haven't been able to enjoy something like this really since I was 2 years old. Mario Ramirez is live in Grand Park near where the parade is starting. Mario, it must be something out there right now.
Yes, good morning. It is insane out here. You can see the crowd, and they are all jumping for joy because the buses just pulled up here in front of City Hall. The mayor walking out down the front steps to make an announcement here and send them on their way. This is a 45-minute parade, and it starts here on Spring Street, heading south, then west on 1st, south on Grand, and west on 5th Street, ending near 5th and Flower. And this is the Dodgers' first championship parade since '88, but the second championship in the last 5 years after the Dodgers won the title in 2020 during the pandemic. And you remember there was not a parade back then. So this is really exciting for so many people who wanted to see it back then. Now, Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, MVP Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Tommy Edman, Shohei Ohtani, Kike Hernandez, Yamamoto, and all of their family members are celebrating here. An amazing team that really worked hard and deserves this celebration. The championship came in a season when the Dodgers went through a lot. Dozens of players on the injury list, but they had the best record and clawed their way to the top, winning their 8th championship title. So let me talk to some fans here who are watching this all happen. This guy's shouting for Walker Buehler. How is it?
Walker Buehler is my favorite player.
Yeah, how is it seeing them here up and close?
It's magical, man. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else.
And walk me through what you're seeing. I mean, they're here with their family members. Everybody is just so full of joy. You can tell their family is proud as well.
Yeah, I'm super proud of the team. I'm glad they have this moment. We were robbed in 2020 because of COVID, but 2024 we back, baby. Go Dodgers.
All right, very good. And the streets here are packed. Obviously, they were expecting around 100,000 people in attendance to watch these buses make their way about 1.2 miles through the streets of downtown LA. And again, the mayor is getting ready to talk here momentarily. We are just... You can feel the excitement and the energy. There's so many kids. There's fans of all ages. And we heard from some people who were here in '88, and more than 30 years later, they're back to celebrate with the boys in blue.
This is Dodger Nation!
So exciting. What's this like for you?
Oh my God, this is just like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Celebrate peacefully. Have a great day, LA. Let's go, Dodgers!
This is what we stand for. This is what I haven't seen our MVP.
Freddie Freeman, where is that?
That's what I'm looking for. Freddie, I love you. Manda, I love you. I'm just so excited to be here. Woo! I love you guys at home.
All right, so many of these fans watching the World Series. How was it watching the World Series?
Oh, it was the best. Fuck, the best, man. We had a great time. We had best game. We love Buehler. We love Eric Kike. Let's go Dodgers, baby!
Who are you looking out for? I know we just mentioned that Freddie Freeman we haven't seen.
We're looking for Freddie. We want the man, the beast.
All right, let's see. How you feeling, sir?
Hey, man, it's amazing to be out here. You know,
celebration. You know, we're back at it. Dodgers, man, it's incredible. And you brought my kid. He's over here. Look at him. Over here, man. You can't, you know.
All right, and we're watching Mayor Bass. You can see she's got her blue gear on. She is with Sheriff Robert Luna, and they are walking down the buses. Are we going to follow the mayor here? Yeah, let's go with the mayor. So you can see she's waving to the Dodgers and their families on the bus there. The sheriff here walking her to where she is set to make that announcement. Now, we can't go too far because we're dialed into the earpiece here, so we don't want to lose our signal. But there she goes, making her way through the buses on the other side of Spring Street here to the steps, the front steps of City Hall. But what a sight to see these buses just pull up in front of City Hall. And I want to show you something else as well here. I'm going to have Holly Wells show you what we have on the street. There are canisters here, big shots is what they're called, and these will shoot out confetti. So they've got lots of police standing by. They are getting ready for some of the festivities, the excitement. They've been throwing out shirts and hats, and basically like a big party and a big giveaway here. I want to talk to some more fans as we continue to show the buses, the players, and all the action here. How has it been for you out here?
Good, it's very good. We had fun, but we're here with my boy. So we're excited. Let's go Dodgers.
All right, we've got a Good Day LA viewer. We're live on Good Day LA. Who are you looking for? What's this been like?
Oh, it's crazy. We've been here since 5 in the morning. Trying to get here front row. It's worth it. Here to see Walker Buehler. Mookie Betts. Kershaw. Still love you, Kershaw. Can I take a selfie?
And there goes the big shot. How exciting. That is just what we've all been waiting for. The energy, you can feel it in the air, right?
Yes, we can. Go Dodgers!
All right, so we're continuing to talk to fans out here. What was that like, that moment you just experienced?
Just amazing. Once in a lifetime shot, you know what I mean? To be here and to celebrate with my team. I'm dying hard. My family's dying hard right here. My nephew. It's amazing.
All right, so there we go. The buses are making their way here from Spring Street, just outside. Again, we're going to head south.
All right, our thanks to Mario Ramirez doing some great work there in the middle, and the parade now, Marla, officially underway.
Yes, we heard some remarks from LA Mayor Karen Bass, basically saying what a great day it is, let's go Dodgers. And then that kicked off the parade in downtown Los Angeles. We've seen many of the players here as they round the corner here. It's all starting at First and Grand. My favorite so far has been seeing Shohei Ohtani, yes, of course, but he has his dog, Decoy.
Did you all see that?
Yes, I did.
We saw Shohei in one of the buses, and he's got Decopine, also known as Decoy, his now very, very famous dog. And oh, by the way, as soon as the parade got underway, there was a loud roar of the crowd here at Dodger Stadium because all the fans, as the seats are continuing to get filled, they are watching on the big screens here, and they see that the parade's underway, so they know it's coming real soon. And once again, we saw Teoscar Hernandez there. There is the Commissioner's Trophy.
And there's
Dave Roberts in the front with the big cigar. Dave Roberts. And you know what? Took a lot of criticism the last several years. And he pushed a lot of the right buttons this year. So let's give Dave Roberts his flowers. Now a two-time world champion as a manager, also one time as a player. And there's Teoscar Hernandez, one of the crowd favorites as well.
Well, and you think about it, Kyle, because if the Dodgers would have lost to the Padres, which they were very close to doing, there would have been very loud chants from Dodger fans to fire Dave Roberts.
Whether that is justified,
they make through it. Whether it was justified or not.
Whether it's justified or not.
But instead, he's now the hero and he's world champion.
And Dave actually said that. He said, I was preparing for the worst. If I knew if we lost one of those games, I was likely done as the Dodger manager. And guess guess what? All of a sudden now we're calling him the best, best manager in the league for the kind of things that he did, and again, pushing a lot of the right buttons and helping the Dodgers win this championship.
What a great shot this is. The escorts being provided to the boys in blue. Teoscar Hernandez saying hello to his fans down below, and this one here is just spraying the crowd with some, probably some Budweiser it looks like. We saw a lot of the champagne flowing in the locker rooms after the victory, and now they're having a few beers, tipping it back on this Friday morning, 11:30. The parade now officially underway. It's going to go by quickly. I mean, obviously they take it slow because it's just over a mile-long route. Look at all of those.
Yeah, it's so cool, right? When the buses start to show up and they turn a corner and the fans see the bus coming, and then the crowd goes nuts, and then you have the interaction between the players and the fans. We saw an exchanging of hats earlier. You see many of the people in the crowd are getting sprayed by the champagne and the beer that the guys are enjoying, so they're very much a part of this parade.
Yes, they are. And the LA sign, of course, the classic LA sign being shown there. This is supposed to last for about 45 minutes. They're running a little bit behind schedule, but the fans here at Dodger Stadium, they are awaiting the players to arrive here, and that is just such a great shot. We have, I've counted at least 5 double-decker buses, Alex.
Yeah, and a reminder of just how beloved the Dodgers are in this community. And with respect to the LA Rams, who for many decades were not in Southern California and just don't have the same fan base, the differential in the number of people that are out for this parade compared to the Rams parade a couple years ago is very dramatic. The LA is, you know, Dodgers and Lakers 1A, and the amount of Dodger fans in this city is well represented here right now.
Let's go to Coco McAvoy. She's lit live with all those Dodger fans in downtown LA. Coco.
Good morning. We are on the other side of Grand Park with a lot of fans as well who are so excited to be here for the parade. Look at the babies. How excited are you to be here?
Hopefully not once in a lifetime, but very excited to be here. Can you say, let's go Dodger?
Let's go Dodgers.
Yeah.
Right, good job. And look at this beautiful baby. How happy are you to be here?
Oh, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It is amazing. Hopefully not the last.
Yes.
Not the last.
Oh my goodness. So happy to run into you all with your beautiful babies as well. People are so excited to be here, and a lot of people started making their way down the street because they wanted to follow the bus as well. That's right.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're the champs. We're the champs. Let's go, baby.
You gotta love the crowds out here. The energy has been electric since 5 o'clock this morning. People came here early because they
All the way. We're taking it next year as well. That's right. That's right.
I like that. We're taking it next year as well, too. People are so excited. Baby, no city like ours. Let's go. No city like ours. Everybody's celebrating, having a good time. We are here in downtown LA after the parade. Everyone's having a great time. Thousands of people here. I will send it back to you as we all keep cheering.
LA in the house. Repeat. Repeat next year. Next year. Repeat. Repeat. MVP. Otani, baby.
Hey, I'm in school for, history. This is history. First parade in 34 years. Or 30.
Yes, that's right. Missing school for it.
Let's go.
All right, that
That was Coco McAvoy reporting live among the fans in downtown Los Angeles. We want to just take a quick 30-second break to allow our sponsors to give you this message.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Drive away now in the Santa Fe with 1.99% APR for 72 months. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
And we continue here live. The boys in blue now passing the Disney Concert Hall in downtown LA, which is such a picturesque Frank Gehry creation. That's such a signature part of the LA skyline. And what a great sight to see all that Dodger blue in front of it as they move past it. Of course, that building was not there back in 1988, the last time the Dodgers had a parade. And, of course, it's such an important part of the city now. The Dodgers are on the move. You can see the throngs of people, an estimated potentially 100,000 people there to cheer them on, and the players seem to be having a great time. Kyle, we just saw some of the relievers that we just saw there, and how good was that Dodgers bullpen? Really the MVP of this season in the postseason, in addition to Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, we saw Alex Vesia there on one of the buses, and he had a spectacular season in postseason. Clayton Kershaw having a fun time with the crowd there. Will we see Clayton Kershaw next season in a Dodger uniform once again? He certainly hopes so, and he's expressed his interest in coming back. And we want to say to all of you at home watching us here on Fox 11, we welcome you to our continuing coverage of the Dodgers Championship Parade. You're listening to the voices of Alex Michelson, Marla Tejas, and yours truly, Kyle Kraska, and it's an honor and a privilege to be bringing you this parade coverage today. We have been there every step of the way through the playoffs with the Dodgers and right through the World Series at Yankee Stadium, and now here we are, and we are perched high above the fields here at Dodger Stadium. We're about 10 minutes into this parade route now, so we anticipate probably in about 35 to 40 minutes from now, it's all going to be coming right to us here at Dodger Stadium, and we'll have the celebration right behind us. But guys, no matter how many times you see a championship parade, and you know, it hasn't happened in a while for the Dodgers, unfortunately, but you see this celebration and the culmination of a championship season and the way fans and players are coming together to celebrate. This is such a special day, a unique day, and one that all of us here witnessing this today are going to remember for a long time.
Yeah, the shot is so great right in front of the Disney Concert Hall, and you just saw the confetti shower that one of the buses enjoyed. The players just loving every moment of this. They remarked after they won their 8th title, they just couldn't wait for the parade, encouraged all the fans to come out, and they have certainly come out in force today. About 100,000 people are expected to be in downtown Los Angeles lining the parade route. Kyle, you mentioned this is supposed to go for about 45 minutes, and then officially around 12:15, although they are running a little behind schedule, the boys will be here at Dodger Stadium for a ticketed celebration, and we are looking forward to that. Now, Alex, you mentioned sort of what a sports town this is. You mentioned the Lakers. I'm not sure if you saw, maybe some of our viewers did, that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar put out a message that the Dodgers shared, and I loved his sentiment because he said he was so happy to see the Dodgers beat the Yankees, and he said it's almost as good as when the Lakers beat the Celtics. Almost, but not quite.
Well, and you think about the one person that brings all of that together is Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's old teammate, who is now a co-owner of the Dodger. He just won his 15th ring.
He needs more fingers.
He had 10 rings with the Lakers as both a player and an owner. Has won now his 2nd ring as a Dodger co-owner, won a ring as an LAFC co-owner, and won a ring as a Sparks co-owner. So Magic Johnson we'll see if he's there. We saw it looked like a bunch of the ownership group was on the first bus. Stan Kasten, Mark Walter, part of that group, Kyle, that bought the Dodgers at the time for $2 billion. And a lot of folks thought that was overselling way too much, and now the Dodgers are valued at $20 billion.
Yes, that was quite the return on investment, no question about that. It's a sight to behold, and to see the way the players are interacting with the fans. You know, that's what's unique about these parades. The fans are there and they're snapping pictures and enjoying that, but at the same time, the players on the buses with their camcorders and their phones out, and they're shooting all of the folks in the crowd. These are going to be magic memories for a long time for these players as well. And Magic Johnson there on the bus, enjoying the celebration, taking it all in. And there's Gavin Lux right there, front and center, with his phone out, recording all of the folks going by. What a day. What a celebration this is.
Yeah, this is a piece, as we go past the Broad Art Museum, this picture could be a piece of art that hangs on the wall for Southern California. What a cool shot. We saw Jack Flaherty there dancing as well at this big homecoming moment. Marla, somebody who dreamed about this moment as a little kid in the San Fernando Valley, used to pitch with a Dodger jersey on, and now his dream is coming true.
Yeah, I mean, talk about full circle. And, you know, you just had the wonderful opportunity to spend a little time with Jack Flaherty before the series kicked off, and he is right now sponsoring a smoothie. If you buy a smoothie at an Erewhon, the proceeds go to the Tyler Skaggs Foundation. He was great friends with the late Angels player. So Jack Flaherty, yes, Tyler Skaggs, and he is just doing great humanitarian work, as many of these Dodgers do. And you know, that's another element to this team. We talk about how unselfish they are, and then they also do such great humanitarian philanthropy outside of playing baseball.
And nobody more so than Clayton Kershaw, who has been the MLB Man of the Year for that work in the past. Bob DeCastro.
Just incredible, aren't they? Just watching,
we love this.
Watching the buses go through the crowds, and the confetti get shot. It's amazing.
Bob DeCastro, take it away here at Dodger Stadium.
It's been such a privilege and an honor to be with all of these Dodger fans in New York City. Now back here celebrating at home, back here at Dodger Stadium. This is the line that is for the merch line, and it is an endless line. I've been talking to my friend over here. Give me your name.
Katrina.
Katrina, and you told me you are the biggest Dodger fan.
A huge Dodger fan my whole life. I was born because of Fernando Mania.
Yeah, let me show you your tats here, because you are a Southern California girl, and you have the Dodgers. You got SC there, and you told your bosses today was the day. It's not going to happen. You're not going to come.
I'm coming in today. I'm going to be with my Dodger family.
Let's talk to some other folks here. Oh my gosh, they're all like. Let me talk to you all here. And where are you from, sir?
From Palmdale.
Palmdale. So you came out. You got. Are you a season ticket holder? Or were you just lucky enough to get a ticket?
I was lucky enough to have friends that give me tickets. Right
here. You got to have friends in good places.
I definitely do.
What are you looking forward to the most today?
Oh, I'm here to cheer on my team. They finally brought it home. Happy to have this parade and this celebration here.
Yeah, very nice. Let me see. Looking over here. How are you, sir? You got your michelada. It's never too early for michelada. That's your son over here. You Breakfast of Champions, and we are amongst champions, right?
Amongst champions, for sure.
So tell me about bringing your family out here today.
Oh, dude, we've been here all season. We love this thing. This is what we rooted for all year, and this is what we were hoping for, and they did it. The boys brought it home, and so here we are.
Was it a nerve-wracking postseason here for you? Was it a nerve-wracking postseason?
It was definitely. We hate the Padres, you know. We're glad we got past them real quick. And the Yankees weren't really a match. Right. They imploded on us, and so we're glad we made it.
So are you a long time, since you were a child, Dodger fan?
Definitely since I was a child. Born and raised in LA, there's nothing else to cheer for.
Because we're talking about more than 30 years since this has happened, right? So you must be like, finally, right?
In '88, I was 1 year old. So this is my second time it happens. It's our first parade that actually we get in LA. So this is what we're hoping for.
And this is your son right here?
This is my son. This is
What's your name?
Jacob.
This is also your kid?
They're on the same team. They're on the travel ball team together. Yes, sir. It's a family affair.
So what what does it mean to you to have your son here, knowing that you are?
This is a historic moment that I hope he remembers for the rest of his life, and hopefully it won't be his last time. It definitely won't be his last time.
I got a dynasty now, so I feel like it's coming here. Right?
Go Dodgers!
I got you ladies over here. Gosh, you're looking so good. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
San Diego.
You're San Diego.
I'm in San Diego, but born and raised in LA. There's my mama.
So you went down to San Diego and you did not become that Padres fan?
No. True Dodgers fan. True Dodgers fan.
So we have this generational thing here going on, right? Is that you taught her to be a Dodger fan, or what happened?
I've been bringing them when they were 5.
When they're 5?
Yes, I used to climb the huge stairway. And it was awesome. And we're still here.
Yes. And when did you become a Dodger fan? Early on? Yeah, forever.
When I was 20.
Yes.
And that's a long time.
You look good. You look good. So what are you looking forward to most today? What are you looking forward to?
So my son's autistic, but he's been supporting the Dodgers since he was born. So he's really excited. He's learned the game, watched all the games, supported Freeman, Ohtani, and he's just...
Yes, Freddie Freeman.
So I'm creating core memories for my babies, just like my mama did.
Looking handsome in that jersey, too. I love the generational thing.
Let's go to Dodgers!
He's a huge fan.
Huge fan. Thank you so much.
Let's see. What's this?
His very first game, he was only 5 weeks old. It was Vin Scully's last game, was his first game at Dodger Stadium 8 years ago.
Wow. And let me see. What's your name?
Andy.
Andy, let me see your jersey here, Andy. Who you got going on there? There it is, Ohtani. Is that your favorite player?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what are you looking forward to here today?
Just seeing all of them.
Celebrating our team.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
From New York, but now Dodger fan.
How does that happen?
All the way. 30 years in LA, Dodger fan, raising Dodger fans.
There you go. Thank you so much. All right, there they are here on the line, getting some merch here. You're getting some merch?
We're getting some merch.
Yeah. What's going to be part of the wardrobe now? What are you looking for?
World Series 2024.
Hats, shirts.
I hope they have enough here. This line's been long.
I know. We're making line from all the way from the back, so we're hoping to get some tonight. He's gonna get whatever he wants.
And what are you looking forward here to the most? When
the
you're
players talking about the World Series, so we'll look into that. So we'll.
Compare this to going to an actual game, because it does have kind of a game-like atmosphere. We don't have an opposing team here, right?
That makes it better.
Dodger fans here.
Yeah, everybody's just rooting for the Dodgers, so we love it.
Yes. And you guys just took the day off of work today, or how was that?
Yeah, my boss.
You did not, did you?
I did.
They know now. Hey, they're Dodger fans too, so they understand. They understand. I'm with you. And you took the day off, you said so, right?
Yeah, I took the day off. My boss knows. So, hi, Steven. I'm over here. You know I'm over here. Dodgers, let's go!
The biggest Dodger fan.
Okay, you are the biggest. Are you sure you're the biggest Dodger fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you?
11.
Where are you from?
Orange County.
Orange County. And what's your name?
Blake.
Okay, Blake. And so, Blake, tell me about your being the biggest Dodger fan. What are you looking forward to the most here, just being here in Dodger Stadium for this moment?
To rub it in my family's face because they're all Giants fans.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty big Dodger. This is Mom over here. Did he grow up being a Dodger fan?
Yes, actually, my husband and older son are the biggest Giants fans, and he picked the Dodgers.
How does this happen?
My dad, but his uncle is a big Dodger fan too. And so he's been a Dodger fan through all the years, getting hounded about how the Giants won in 2010, 2012, 2014, and in 2020 they still wouldn't really give it to him, but now they didn't come today.
They gotta give it to him.
Yeah,
but you took him here. Well, I imagine you're a Dodger fan too.
I'm kind of
don't say that here.
No, I like Major League Baseball.
Okay.
We live at the baseball field. He's a really good baseball player himself and a catcher, and so we love baseball. His little sister lives at the field.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank
and really
you.
quick, I'll talk to the gentleman over here. Where are you all from? Where are you from?
From Los Angeles.
Just here locally, like nearby?
Yes, sir.
Walk to the stadium?
Yes, sir.
No, we did. Did you walk to the stadium?
We took an Uber. We took an Uber, but, you know, LA loves October. You know, we love the Dodgers, and we're out here representing. You know, shout out to the Dodgers. You know, we couldn't celebrate in 2020, but we're here celebrating now. You know, shout out Kike, Mr. October. Hey, just like this towel says, LA loves October. Let's keep it going.
All right, there you go. LA loves October. So we'll be out here throughout the morning, the afternoon, talking to all the Dodger fans, celebrating the Dodgers' victory. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. A couple of the Dodgers there choosing not to wear the championship shirts.
Who needs a shirt? Who needs a T-shirt?
You put in that much work, I guess you don't need one.
Exactly right. It's great to see the fans here. They're excited about the parade being on its way. This stadium is nearing capacity now as the seats continue to get filled, and they're watching on the Jumbotrons the parade route, and as it gets closer, they're getting louder and louder, and that's where we are going to be as the parade approaches Dodger Stadium. We're going to pause for just 30 seconds so we can have a word from our sponsor.
Accidents happen, and when they do, every second counts. Whether you've been involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, waiting to reach out to my winning team of attorneys could be a costly decision. Evidence fades, memories dim, and vital details slip away. Your case deserves immediate attention. Don't navigate the legal maze alone. At Sweet James, we're here for you. Let us fight for the justice you deserve. Time is ticking, and so is the strength of your case. Call now for a free consultation. Your future depends on it.
We continued our coverage of the Dodgers Victory Parade happening right now through the streets of downtown Los Angeles. The players feeling the love of LA. Can we listen in and listen to some of the crowd for a second? So much fun there. You see there Banda, one of the relievers there, who was known for wearing a clown mask after all the clinches and has a fair amount of tattoos, showcasing those tattoos again and cheering the crowd. And
well, you know the best way to not get champagne and beer on your shirt.
Yeah,
is to
not wear a shirt at all.
Yeah. And of course, that's Kike Hernandez alongside him, and the crowd is just loving every single minute of it. It's going to go by so quickly, though, for all the fans because it's just over a mile long. But they take their time, they stop, and they wave. And I do love seeing the family atmosphere, though, with the wives and the children and parents on the buses, too. I mean, what a moment for them. And this is something that they've worked their entire lives for. This is why they get into it. This is what they hope for. And by the way, can I just say this, that the Dodgers spring schedule starts on February 20th? Oh. Let's look ahead.
It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, they're going against the Chicago Cubs at Camelback Ranch, of course, for spring training in Arizona. And these fans, they already can't wait for next season, no doubt about it. I mean, it's just a packed house.
And let's not forget they're going to open up the season next year in Japan.
Oh, that is
against those same Chicago Cubs, so that'll be very exciting. We know that the kind of ratings they had in Japan during the World Series and the NLDS and NLCS, the highest ratings in the country's history for Major League Baseball, and obviously that has a lot to do with Shohei Ohtani.
I think we should send you to Japan, don't you?
I love that idea. From your lips to our general manager's ears.
Money and send you on a nice trip.
Indeed, we certainly are. I certainly expect to be there one way or the other. Yeah. And guys, you know, we reflect a moment as we watch these buses roll down the street on how cool is it that we are covering a live breaking news event here that is so joyous, not something that we get to do on a regular basis, to be watching our entire community celebrating, being so happy, just overjoyed by what we witnessed this entire year, and then to celebrate with the community, with the players, with the mayor, with everybody today. This is unity at its finest.
And what a beautiful day it is as well. It looks like now they're kind of parking next to each other. The double-deckers double-sided right now, so the players can interact with each other, and they're spraying each other. I mean, how fun to sort of let it all out, because it was just such an intense series. And it started off looking really good for the Dodgers. They were up 2-0 over the Yankees early on, and then we saw the turn, and then Game 5 was looking like the Yankees were going to take it, and nope, that 5th inning changed the whole course of this series. And now here they are in downtown, and they are just, it looks like maybe they've come toward the end of it, or there's a little bit of a gridlock here. It looks like in the end, by the way, is at, let me just double check that. It's at Flower and 5th Streets in downtown Los Angeles.
I think they may be at the end of the parade route and then moving their way towards Dodger Stadium, where we are for the big celebration for the folks here.
Hey, let's talk for a moment about the future of this Dodger team. Okay, we celebrate a championship, the 8th championship in franchise history today, and this is great. And there are franchises that wish they had 8 championships, but what about next year and the year after? And one wonderful thing that Andrew Friedman has done, he's locked up the stars. He's locked up Will Smith long-term, Freddie Freeman long-term, Mookie Betts long-term, Shohei Ohtani long-term. So this,
Yamamoto long-term.
The core of this team is intact and will be very, very good to start next season. And there's already word that the most prized free agent this offseason, who was Juan Soto, who we just saw playing for the Yankees in the World Series, that the Dodgers will be all in on trying to get Juan Soto here as well. So this Dodger team very well equipped to potentially repeat and continue to compete for years to come.
And of course, a reminder, the big difference between baseball and football or basketball is there's much less of a salary cap in baseball, and the teams that have all the money can spend a lot of money, and we've seen that with the Dodgers.
It is somewhat unique. Quick note, the fact that you have so many players locked up for so long to keep them together. It's wonderful that you get to continue to root for the same players for years to come.
Let's go upstairs to Stu Mundell. He has a look of the aerial shots of the crowd and the players on those double-decker buses. Stu.
Hey, you know what, dude? Of all the people that are really enjoying this, and as they should, are the actual Dodgers themselves. Watching these guys up close, just having a great old time. Now, they've come to the end of that actual parade. You can see them actually closing those gates right there. Now, LAPD has set up this little area right here with 2 of those gates. That's where everybody is right now, but the fans, well, they got other plans. Take a look at that. They got a large group on the other side right there. That's going to be 5th and Figueroa. Now, LAPD is making a little bit of space there, and I believe that's what that big dump truck is there as well, just to kind of make a spot for them to make their way through there to get back onto that 110 freeway. Large crowds out here. Somebody's shooting off some fireworks right now, but this is outside the parade route. LAPD, they've got their bikes out there. You can see a number of them just kind of moving to some of that crowd out of the way. Nobody's being forceful, no problems at all, but this is where the parade technically ends, and now they're going to make their way back onto the freeway. That dump truck, like I said, basically just kind of giving them an idea, a gauge. This is how much room we need to get those buses through. LAPD, the motorcycle crews are out there as well, but look at those crowds just enjoying this, and boy, oh boy, I got to tell you, we got a new pilot up here from Albuquerque. Believe me, he said it a dozen times. I've never seen so many people in one spot. Neither have I, believe you me. And right now, those Dodgers, they're what it's all about. And believe me, I can feel that energy. We've been getting a lot of those tight shots of them actually up there on those buses, throwing things out to the crowd, catching things from the crowd. And right now, they're just kind of waiting for a few moments right there to just get back onto the freeway to go back up to Dodger Stadium. And that's going to be happening here in just a moment or two.
Stu Mundell and Sky Fox, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you in a moment. We are very fortunate to be able to present this coverage largely commercial-free because of support from our sponsor, but we want to pause for just 30 seconds for a word from our sponsor who is helping us do this with limited commercial interruption.
You know what makes my firm different? We focus on you. We focus on telling your story, how this accident has impacted your life, your family, and your future. And when we tell your story to the insurance companies, we tell a story that demands action. When you're more than just a case number, that's when real results happen. Results like over $1 billion recovered for our clients and a 98% winning record. At Sweet James, we deliver results that matter because your story is our priority. So if you or a loved one have been hurt in an accident, call now for a free consultation.
And we welcome you back to our continuing coverage of the celebratory parade for the LA Dodgers today. Alex Michelson, Marla Tejas, and Kyle Kraska bringing you this wonderful, wonderful day in which we are all celebrating. We continue to see inside the buses, and we've seen a number of players. We've seen Shohei Ohtani with Jacobina's dog. We've seen Mookie Betts. We've seen Dave Roberts. We've seen Magic Johnson. Some folks we haven't seen yet. I don't think we've seen Freddie Freeman.
Oh, good point. We haven't seen number 5,
Still looking for a Freddie Freeman sighting, so we'll continue to look for him. Saw Gavin Lux earlier, Alex Vesia. I don't think we've seen Blake Trinan yet, so we're still just watching with you at home and very excited very soon to be welcoming the team here to Dodger Stadium.
Freddie Freeman did post on Instagram pictures of him trick-or-treating with his kids last night with the caption, winning World Series MVP one night, trick-or-treating with the kids the next. So what a different world that he went back and forth, but he was able to get home in time to spend time with his kids in his neighborhood.
Freddie Freeman, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, he is, I keep calling this team unselfish. He's one of those unselfish players, and he's a local one as well. Of course, he grew up in Fountain Valley, and he gives back to El Medina High School, where he went to high school, and in fact, he donated $500,000 and established a beautiful locker room for the players there. He and his dad still go there and they take batting practice. They play catch. It's such a special relationship. I mean, the emotional journey of Freddie Freeman is one to really take hold of because he lost his mom when he was 10 years old. He's one of 3 boys. His dad did a remarkable job raising him, and we saw that moment in time when he hit that grand slam as we're looking live and just seeing the massive size of these crowds that his dad was just beside himself when he hit that grand slam.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that we really, truly love about Freddie Freeman is that we see all the emotions in Freddie. We see the excitement, the exhilaration, but we also see the sorrow and the tears. And that's how he has endeared himself to the fans because they know he's real. They know he's a wonderful dad. He's a wonderful son. The way he celebrated that grand slam, going right over to his dad.
Headbutted him.
Right over to his dad, and then saying afterwards about how he's the one that threw those pitches to me. He's the one that coached me. He's the one that taught me. So this is his moment, not my moment. Imagine the wherewithal to do that after you just hit one of the greatest home runs in baseball history.
It says a lot about what kind of father Fred Freeman was to Freddie Freeman, and now we see what great father Freddie Freeman is to his son. His 3 sons. We are now in the noon hour of our special parade coverage. We want to officially welcome you if you're just joining us at the top of the hour. Alex Michelson, Marla Tejas, Kyle Kraska here at Dodger Stadium as the buses of Dodger players makes their way to us. We want to check in with Susan Hirasuna in downtown Los Angeles in the middle of that massive crowd and talk about what it was like to have those buses drive past, Susan.
Well, frankly, Alex, it's been frustrating because there were so many people here, so many cell phones. We had trouble with transmission. We had trouble hearing anything and getting any connection whatsoever to be able to hear you. I can even barely hear you now. But it didn't take long for us to call a couple people over to ask them what their experience was. And I understand that you guys went all the way to City Hall, correct?
We walked all the way to City Hall. We parked down there, walked all the way to City Hall, then chased them down the street.
Chased them?
Yeah, we tried.
Okay, but meantime, the crowd was like 50 people deep.
So many people, so many people. It was a great time, first time experience during the parade, and I loved it. Hopefully next year.
LA took over the streets. LA took over the streets, and it's been so beautiful. I love the fact that there are so many people here from so many different communities around the greater South Los Angeles area, rather, and greater Southern California. I talked to a guy who was in Italy vacationing, watched the World Series, saw that we won and got on a plane to come back to Arizona where he lives and then came out here in order to watch the parade. It's absolutely crazy. How far did y'all come?
30 minutes.
Hacienda Heights, half an hour drive.
Hacienda Heights.
But it took us an hour.
You gotta love the little ones. At least they don't cuss. You guys don't cuss either, right? You guys are all good. Okay, very good. No, not at all. Especially not now. So even though the crowd is pretty much moved away from this location, look, it doesn't take long because there's a lot of Dodger love here, is there not?
Well, you felt the energy, Susan, and that's what matters. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully those fans can get to a TV or use their Fox local app to watch the coverage from the stadium itself. And this is one of the only times where we're ever going to see. We're doing Edward James Olmos behind us right now is singing "Happy Birthday" to Fernando Valenzuela.
Yes.
I don't know if we have a feed of that, but it's part of what will be the celebration here at Dodger Stadium of Fernando and of the team together. And as we watch these buses on the freeway, it may be the only time, Marla, when LA folks are not upset about traffic because they're shutting down roads, but I think people are given a pass for the Dodgers right now because they're so excited to see them.
Yeah, this would be a good escort to see coming up behind you or alongside the freeway there to see your boys in blue as they make their way back to Dodger Stadium. And yes, Alex, I'm glad you pointed out that moment. Quite a moment here as the stadium gets more and more full for the official celebration to start here. Edward James almost just saying happy birthday to number 34, Fernando Valenzuela, and the crowd here certainly loved it. And yes, as we're turning around here, now down, we see this live shot of just the Dodgers fans just loving it. So glad that they made it out this morning. Let's check in with Mario Ramirez. He started out in Grand Park. Mario, where are you now? What's your situation looking like with all those fans?
From the parade, but they're very excited. Guys, tell me how that experience was watching the parade.
It was fucking unbelievable. Once in a lifetime opportunity.
We apologize for that. We apologize for that language. Let's watch the language, guys. I know. We're live on Good Day LA, so walk me through how you're feeling.
I'm speechless.
They're just having fun out here, but I want to show you the screen over there. Right now, they're showing Game 5, or they were at least, but coming up when the Dodgers celebration starts, they're going to be showing that here on a few jumbo screens. So these fans won't be missing any of the action. You've got a Fernando Valenzuela shirt on. Do you feel like his memory was here and honored during the parade?
Of course that's here, man. Since back in the day, in the early 80s and shit, he made us proud to be Mexican and be here, you know what I'm saying? Because it was happening to us, you know?
All right, I appreciate that, sir. So obviously the crowd is a little rowdy out here, but they're having fun. And again, we do apologize for that language. Obviously, there's some emotions out here, so things are getting a little crazy, but celebrations nonetheless.
All right, Mario Ramirez, thank you so much for that. Looks like a lot of fun still there as the boys right now on the freeway heading towards Dodger Stadium. And at Kyle, they will not have the traffic that most of us have when we go to Dodger games.
It must be something if you are on those roads and to see these 6 double-decker buses drive by with all of the Dodger stars. It's quite the sight, and it's one that we expect to see here very shortly at Dodger Stadium. This will be the culmination of the parade, and the celebration will continue. I would say the stadium is about 80 to 85% at capacity at this point, and fans continue to flow in. And we've also heard Mariachi Garibaldi warming up all the way out there in the center field pavilion. So this is going to be a heck of a celebration when it makes its way here. But I'll tell you, all of the fans that we are hearing from all of our reporters that are throughout this parade route, the joy, the excitement, the fun. People just cutting loose today, maybe cut school, maybe cut work.
Yep.
Hopefully their bosses aren't watching them on TV, but maybe their bosses are
maybe they did the
here as
responsible thing
well.
and said,
They're here.
Right?
Yeah, and they were transparent, said, I'm going to go see the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'm taking the day off.
This is just the day.
Yeah.
This is the day. We're going to remember this one a long time. November 1st, 2024, the day that we celebrated the 8th World Championship in Dodger history.
Well, they're less than a mile away because we just saw the Dodger Stadium exit their stadium way, so they will be here shortly. It's getting louder and louder inside the stadium here. You just said, the fans warming up and all of that. Well, speaking of warming up, Kiki Hernandez, he took his shirt off a while ago.
Yeah.
I've had my World Series scarf on. It's now no need for the scarf. It's getting nice and toasty out here. Just a beautiful, beautiful day for the boys in blue, the World Series champions, their 8th title, and it looks like they're exiting now to get to their home base.
Yeah, they're coming soon because the volume is getting pumped up here at the stadium. Perhaps you can hear the bass behind us, and they're getting the crowd riled up. They're letting them know that the buses are coming soon, and these fans are clapping. They're on their feet,
and signs
of
get loud. Usually for something like this, they would a team or an event would sort of pre-release a list to the media, at least, of what's coming, so we know what's about to happen. We really don't know what's about to happen. The Dodgers have kept this very tight-lipped. We don't know the order of what's going to happen here. All of this is meant as a surprise for everyone. So it'll be interesting to see who speaks. It'll be interesting to see if there's any special guests. But as we've seen throughout the playoffs, we saw different celebrities incorporated into celebrations. This is LA. We know that Hollywood knows how to put on a show, and we expect that to happen. All right, we want to pay some quick bills. We want to showcase our sponsor for just 30 seconds, and we'll be back on the other side.
What if you never had to worry about what you could do? Because you could do anything. Anywhere could be the center of everywhere. And boundaries only existed to be pushed. So the only limit you faced was how big you could dream. What would you do then? Some pretty cool stuff, I bet. Yeah, that'd be some life. That'd be life unlimited.
A special extended version of Good Day LA. I'm Marla Tejas. So good to have you with us alongside Alex Michelson and Kyle Kraska. We are broadcasting live from the historic Dodger Stadium where those Dodgers, those World Series champs are headed right now. They just took the exit from the 110. They're almost to the stadium that they call home. So we can't wait to welcome them here. And we're not alone because this is a packed house, Alex and Kyle, that to your point, about 80% of capacity right now. This is a sold-out event, ticketed only for those Dodgers fans. And then, of course, if you're a season ticket holder, you got first dibs when tickets went on sale yesterday at 12. So the boys in blue, they will take the stage behind us. Who knows who's going to speak? Who knows if we'll have special guest appearances?
Well, we're going to. It's going to be something special.
I know.
Come
it
on.
has to be.
Come on.
Yeah,
It's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's LA. It's Hollywood. There's going to be surprises. There's going to be special guests. There's going to be special events. There's going to be great stuff. It's all going to be happening live right here on Fox 11.
We're hearing Snoop Doggy Dogg as an intro music. So will we see him? Because he's at every major big event ever on the planet, it seems like. Will Snoop be a part of this?
How many Snoops are there? He must have cloned himself.
I mean, we'll see. He's the only person we haven't seen at these Dodger games. Of course, we saw Ice Cube had a very well celebrated performance at Game 2. Much better than Fat Joe in New York. Not that we're rubbing it in to the Yankees fans. So here we go. They're welcome to Dodger Stadium, right past that sign. as the Dodgers are making their way literally towards the stadium and to the crowd that is so ready to cheer for them. We've also heard, and if you come to the Dodger game, you well know the organist Dieter Rule, who's been playing as well, getting people excited here. We want to check in right now with Coco McAvoy, who's been with some of the biggest Dodger fans all morning to give us a flavor of how the city is feeling right now. Coco.
Hello, you can see the crowd is the boys in blue. They came just to see them, and now they are here to cheer. They're so excited, and this is what the city really dreamed of. You get all ages out here ready to cheer on the boys in blue. Again, okay, I made my way out of the crowd. Everybody's excited. They're in front of the camera. They're cheering. They want to be heard, of course. I spoke to a lot of them, too, before going on camera. Saying when they heard about the parade, they...
All right, we're having some signal challenges with Coco McAvoy, but thank you for that report. You know, some inside baseball of how we do this job. Now, almost everything we do is through cell phones, and so you imagine how many people are using their cell phones in downtown LA, which creates challenges. Everybody trying to live stream what's happening, but we're here with the hardline signal.
It's a minor miracle to pull off an event like this where you've got multiple remote cameras throughout a span of about a mile and a half getting from downtown to Dodger Stadium here. So every now and then you lose a microphone or maybe lose a camera, and that is a minor bump in the road. But now you can see here as we pair right inside to Dodger Stadium. I mentioned it looks like about 80-85% full at this point. Alex and I have the perfect vantage point as we peer back behind us, and we can see these seats getting filled up, and the energy level here in the stadium is building because these fans are watching on these jumbotrons, and they know that the Dodger buses are now on site, and they'll be pulling up out there to Blue Heaven very soon in center field, and then the players will walk that blue carpet to that stage. And Alex, I can only imagine the energy when they see those players walk into this building.
And Kyle, this Dodger team is easy to root for. There's a lot of great guys on this team, and they all talk about in the locker room their love for each other, how they lift each other up. And there's so many different characters from different backgrounds in different countries with very different personalities, but together they've become this great team and full of genuinely good guys.
Yeah, and having covered this team for a long time, you know, when you go into that clubhouse, and let's be honest, the last couple of years have not ended the way the Dodgers had hoped, and yet even in defeat, these guys have faced the music.
Yeah.
They've been approachable. You talk about Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, and now Shohei Ohtani in this mix, and Will Smith, and all of these guys. They are really, really good human beings, along with really, really great ball players. And it's been an honor and a joy to cover them. And you can probably hear the crowd. Let's listen in as the crowd knows that the Dodgers are right outside the door in center field.
Let's go upstairs to Stu Mendel for that bird's eye view. Stu?
Well, you got them breaking their way back on to the Chavez Ravine. They're in that parking lot right there. Let's get a shot of that stadium. I heard the sounds. I mean, I don't know if it was on the IFB, but actually hearing it from the helicopter. Look at all those crowds out there. That has got to be almost to max capacity. Those buses making their way around. It looks like they're taking the long way around. I thought for sure they were going to go back through the back way, that blue heaven, like you said. Maybe they're going to go back through the entrance where they go through. But right now, the bus is moving very slowly through the stadium area. If they are, they've got to go all the way around. We're going to keep an eye on it for sure. Those fans, they are probably waiting for them to show up. I know I am, and I heard what you were saying about how there is no real plan. They didn't give you guys any kind of layout about what's going on. We do see that blue carpet. We did see that, I was calling it the winner's alley, where they could probably be able to walk into the stadium from the backside. Well, we'll see if that's what the plan is. Right now, the buses still are making their way through that parking lot. LAPD escort, everybody's still here. But you know what? Before I let it go, I got to say something that was also amazing with so many fans as they were making their way down the 110 freeway on those overpasses that weren't part of like the parade and or this. They were just Dodger fans out there in their gear, lining those overpasses, waving, yelling, screaming, cars just stopping on the freeway with people getting out with their cell phones. It really was amazing. The love is just unbelievable, pouring out from the fans and, of course, from the players themselves. These buses, they are just filled with love this afternoon. And again, it's just going to get better when they get to the stadium.
Stu Mundell, thank you very much. You want to check in now with Laura Diaz, who's been stationed at Union Station, talking to fans. And Laura, I know this is a big day for you as well.
Yes, we're at Union Station, and you can actually see, a mass of blue behind me. These are all people who've already seen the parade, and they're making their way into Union Station. Of course, city leaders asked people to please take public transportation. They couldn't have all these cars coming into the downtown area. Happy to say that a lot of people did just that. So they will catch a train to get back home. But it's been nothing but love out here today. People having an awesome time. And as I said a little bit earlier, they're doing as they were asked. They're taking public transportation to get home. But it's been a fantastic time here. I don't know if you can hear me. I can barely hear myself. But all you can do is see how happy people are. It's a lot of love out here.
Laura Diaz reporting live for us at Union Station, and now we have the aerial view from Skyfox there as one of those double-decker buses gets closer, inching ever so closer to Dodger Stadium, where the fans await, and they all have the rally flags behind us here. And here's a better look at one of those buses up close, a more zoomed-in look, and those players that just finished their parade that they've been looking forward to, the first since 1988 after beating the Yankees and clinching their 8th World Series title. And they're just loving it. The weather is perfect. And now here's that beautiful shot of the stadium itself. You see the chairs lined up for the guests who don't know what's coming next. I mean, this was supposed to officially start at 12:15. They're almost here. The fans are being entertained by the in-stadium entertainment. Of course, the drinks are flowing. It's just like being at a Dodger game, but there's no competing rivalry team in the stands. It is all Dodgers all day.
It's a little bit different than being at an actual Dodger game because everybody is here first before the players, right? And now they are arriving. So it's kind of like being at a rock concert, right? Where the crowd is just going nuts, you know, and just getting amped for what's to come, and they're just waiting to see the buses roll in. We're looking behind us here because we're waiting to see them come right behind us.
Rocking out here.
And the buses, you saw them, they're inside Dodger Stadium's parking lot, and they're going to roll up here to gate G, and they're going to park right out there in blue heaven on earth, and they're going to be coming in, and these fans are on their feet. They're pumping. You see them pumping their fists, and they're waving their towels, and the music is rocking, and we're moments away from seeing the Dodgers walk through those gates.
Dodger Stadium feels a bit like Coachella. Let's take that shot and listen into some of the music. Everyone here is so fired up.
I'll tell you guys, this has the feeling like when we were here for Game 1. Remember when we were down on the field and this place was packed and all of the fans here were anticipating Game 1 of the World Series. This is similar, but it feels even more exuberant because there's no anxiety. We won.
No, sans anxiety.
We won.
Yeah, this is so nice. Nothing to worry about today.
No one's losing today.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's winning, Alex, and I can't say it enough. I mean, it's been since 1988 since they've gotten this sort of a celebration. So who knows what's in store once the Dodgers take the field. We're really excited to be able to bring this to you live. And by the way, if you're just joining this coverage, this is not just any booth here. This is the broadcast booth where Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser call the games when you tune in to see him here. So it's really special. And of course, we're thinking about Fernando Valenzuela, of course, as well. Today would have been his 64th birthday, and that means so much.
Let's not forget Vince Scully.
Of course, and they're in blue heaven with Tommy Lasorda.
All of that, the history that we sit amongst. We're so honored to be here and be a part of that. Joe, we appreciate you letting us borrow the booth for a couple hours here so we get the best possible view of the entire stadium. And what a day it's going to be.
And while we're doing shout-outs, a shout-out to Jaime Harin, who also has been a Dodger broadcaster for so many decades in Spanish language as well. We are presenting this with very limited commercial interruptions because of our sponsor. We're going to pause briefly to allow that sponsor to identify themselves. We'll be back on the other side.
What if you never had to worry about what you could do? Because you could do anything. Anywhere could be the center of everywhere. And boundaries only existed to be pushed. So the only limit you faced was how big you could dream. What would you do then? Some pretty cool stuff, I bet. Yeah, that'd be some life. That'd be life unlimited.
How great does it feel to be a part of this team?
Welcome back, everybody, to our live coverage from Dodger Stadium. Marla Tejas, Alex Michelson, Kyle Kraska. You're seeing the live picture from just outside the gates here. That is one of the double-decker buses where the Dodgers are after they finish their parade. And now this is the sort of unknown celebration of what's going to happen for all these ticketed fans who have been here since, 8 a.m. this morning, and they've been waiting for this moment.
The one thing we do know, we're going to see the Commissioner's Trophy brought back up on stage. We're going to hear from multiple players. We'll hear from Dave Roberts talking about this season, getting the fans involved, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate another Dodger championship, and this crowd, as you can tell, it's kind of like the pre-show right here. They're warming up the crowd as if they need it.
It's hard not to start bouncing, bobbing with the music.
Right. It's great. It's great. We love it.
And it is also such a great showcase of Dodger Stadium, which is one of the great stadiums in all of baseball. So picturesque, where you can see downtown, you can see the beautiful sky, and this city, the stadium, which has had a lot of renovations in the last few years, which has really updated it and made it a spectacular place to come to. One of the most iconic stadiums in all of baseball, and it's nice that it's here.
I see some players coming toward center field out there beyond the center field wall.
Let's listen in.
Los Angeles Dodgers, broadcasters on Sportsnet LA and KLAC, who provided the soundtrack to this unforgettable, magnificent championship season. Joe Davis and Steven Nelson.
I wasn't expecting this. LA, let me hear you.
This feels like 36 years of waiting. And then an extra 4 years. Now you're celebrating right. But Joe, we ain't just celebrating a World Series championship. That's, yeah, let's remember we're celebrating a birthday today, too. Right here. Number 34 is up here celebrating this with us. So let's celebrate a world champion. Let's celebrate a cultural and baseball icon. Number 34, happy birthday, Fernando Valenzuela. Well, Joey, now you got me thinking. If we're going to have a party, a proper party, we got to have a performance to kick it off.
We are watching the players walk in. We got our first look at Freddie Freeman there with his wife Chelsea. We see Dustin May there. This is a moment for each of the players to come in and really enjoy this. And Marla, it was quite something to see the dance moves of Dave Roberts during that Ice Cube set here at the stadium.
Who's not a fan of Ice Cube, especially here in Dodger Stadium, since he wowed us before Game 2. That was last Saturday. So, yes, he was the special appearance performance that welcomed in the Dodgers, as we're seeing now the Dodgers.
Will Smith coming in. By the way, we saw Andrew Friedman there, who is the architect of this Dodger team, and he's the one that put all of these pieces together. And there's a lot of pieces that had a part in this World Championship. Eddie Pajes there. That crown, by the way, that was something that was exchanged from a fan in the crowd. A fan offered it to the Dodgers on their bus, and there was an exchange there. Alex Vesia there holding the championship belt. And, you know, it was something, wasn't it, guys, when Freddie Freeman came into the stadium and they showed him up on the Jumbotron. This place went berserk, as you would certainly expect. Teoscar Hernandez and Dave Roberts, who was busting a move while Marla was singing along to Ice Cube as well.
Everyone's calling me out for it. What can I say? I'm a fan, too, as we're seeing all of the fans. It is a sold-out Dodger Stadium today, and there's Walker Buehler. They're getting a nice little smooch on stage, well-deserved. The party is just getting started as all of the players come on in on their, not a red carpet, but appropriately a blue carpet.
Clayton Kershaw, who has been a mentor to so many people, and there's a great story about how Clayton Kershaw was mentoring Walker Buehler in the middle of that last game because Clayton Kershaw had experience himself as being a reliever in a late playoff game and been through that experience. Walker Buehler wearing Oral Hershiser's game-worn jersey. Oral Hershiser was wearing Walker Buehler's jersey right when the Dodgers won the World Series. All right, so we're going to sneak in a quick word from our sponsor as we look at the players getting ready for the big celebration.
I went with the Security Off-Road. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to drive all the way down to Patagonia. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate goal. My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4.
Today's the day for a low $299 a month lease on a new 4x4 Tacoma. Just $299 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Our thanks to our friends at Toyota for that. Walker Buehler really with a lot of energy. You see it with the pitching coach there, Mark Pryor, and the whole team. And some of these guys really getting into it.
Yeah, he has his Oral Hershiser jersey on, which is fitting because that's where we are seated today. Opening up, when you may have heard the opening remarks from one of them anyway, was from Joe Davis. Joe Davis and Hershiser usually are there. And there's Shohei. There's no decoy, but there's Shohei as he makes his way on, and the crowd goes wild, as they say.
Yeah, all of the guys right now, as they came in with their families are being escorted to the seats that are in front of the stage here, which are right over second base on the diamond at Dodger Stadium. And as you can see, all of the players are now converging together. They're up on top of the stage. There's a microphone set up. Joe Davis is hosting the day as Shohei and Freddie. Oh my goodness, what a tandem, sharing a big hug. And this team truly has grown together. They talked about that as they made this World Series run, how they came together as a family. They believed in one another. They overcame so much adversity. Kike Hernandez, such a big part, always in October, giving Dave Roberts a big hug there as well. Yeah, these guys really bonded, and they had to because they knew that they didn't have all the pieces they needed. Mookie Betts there, shaking hands, and they're all here now. All the stars are out, and this is going to be quite a celebration here at Dodger.
And when we see Shohei, we recognize the fact that hello to all the folks that may be watching us in Japan that may be streaming our broadcast right now. We saw that the games were actually getting higher TV ratings in Japan than they were in America because of Shohei Ohtani and Yoshi Yamamoto, who we just saw him standing next to as well. And Clayton Kershaw looks good holding up that World Series trophy. Probably the player that has the greatest connection with these fans over his many years of service to Los Angeles is Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw, again, wearing the patented sleeveless T-shirt, showing off the guns, as he often does.
And the dad bod, which he's proud of as well.
Hey, he's a World Series champion.
World Series champion.
Yeah,
He's great. He has a Cy Young and an MVP.
Ain't nothing wrong with a dad bod.
And he's got great kids as well, many times over.
Yeah, so now the stage looks like it's filled up, and Joe Davis is going to take it away. Let's go ahead and listen in.
The president and CEO of the Don't You Walk Away, we're bringing you up first, Mr. Stan Kasten.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you to everyone in this amazing crowd. Wow. First, I want to thank our mayor, our city council, all the elected officials who are here today for helping us put all of this together. Thank you so much. I know we have all waited a long time for this day. And I have to tell you, everyone behind me, every player, manager, coach, front office person, everyone in the the business side, ticket sellers, sponsorship side, everyone in this organization has spent their lives waiting for this day. And they are appreciating a lifetime of anticipation today. But I want to talk about something else that I've learned in my time in LA. As many of you know, I don't sit a lot during games. I'm not in owner suites or the suites. I'm all over the place. Maybe it's nervous energy. Maybe it's just decades of habit, but I'm walking around everywhere, as a lot of you know, because I run into a lot of you every night. And it's important for me because it's how I get to talk to so many of you, but more importantly, to listen to so many of you. Not everything I hear is great. Many things are. But I've learned one thing more important than anything else in my time. Every one of you cares just as much about being here today as everyone on this stage. Every one of you has waited for this day with as much anticipation as any of us involved with the organization, and all of us. Thank you for all of that. And it's not just the 4 million people that show up here year in and year out for generations. And it's not just the millions of more fans who watch us at home. It's not even just our fans across Los Angeles. It's all of our fans around the country. It's our fans in Mexico. It's our fans in the Dominican Republic. Our fans in Korea. Our fans in Japan. And everywhere else around the world, because it's your support that makes all of this possible. Without your support, we couldn't put the team on the field that we do. We couldn't keep this stadium as beautiful and as modern as we do. Without your support, we couldn't do the thousands of community events and appearances and speeches that we have done year in, year out. It's all because of your support, and we are here today to thank you for that. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your decades of support. Thank you all. Go Dodgers!
All right, let's keep the line moving. question for you all. What makes this team different from every other Dodger team? They said it, not me. Hey guys, 2020 Fan Fest, we got asked some really tough questions. And guess what? I said 2020 decade, it's gonna be the LA Dodger decade. And guess what? Who has more championships than us in the 2020s? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. Hey, where's Ice Cube? Ice Cube, where you at? Hey, Cube, give it up for Ice Cube, people. Ice Cube came out in game 2. And with his performance, we didn't even need to play the game. We had already won it. Then we go to New York. And this guy, he used to be fat. He's not fat anymore. His name is Joe. He came out and sang. And guess what? We didn't even need to play because after that performance, we had already won. We won at a parade, and look at you guys. We got a parade. I love you, LA. I love everybody. And like Doc said, they not like us, baby. That had my back all year. What a special group. I don't have the same personality as Kike. He shut it down, but from the bottom of my heart, 3 months ago, when I came back after my son got sick, you guys showed out for my family and I. That was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had on the field. I was so touched. I did everything I could to get on this field for you guys. And I'm glad I did because we got a championship now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to run this back next year. Let's go Dodgers!
All right, guys, before we get to a couple more players, thank you to ownership, Mark Walter, Magic Johnson, the GOAT, the Bowleys, the Pattons, all you guys, Smolensky, Billie Jean King, everybody, all you owners, and the architect of this ball club, this organization, President Andrew Friedman. Let's go, Andrew. Mookie, hold on, you're next. Andrew, come here, Andrew. Andrew,
here. Unbelievable group of players. I got to tell you, we've been dreaming about this day for a long time, and it exceeded every expectation we could have possibly had. It was incredible. To Dodger Nation, the city of champions, this is for you guys. '20 was incredibly special, but it wasn't anything like this. To not be able to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world left a little bit of an empty feeling. Immediately after winning, everyone was talking about this day, to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world. This is for you guys. We love you. We love LA. Thank you. And now, the guy who's collected 2, and he wants a lot more, Mookie Betts!
When I became a Dodger, it was for, what, 12 or 13 years? It was a lot of years, and we got 2 so far. We got like 9 years left. I gotta get to at least 5 or 6, right? We gotta do this 5 or 6 times, right? Hey, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting us. And to my teammates, y'all don't know how much y'all mean to me, man. I love you guys. Hey, I got 3. I'm trying to fill this hand up, LA. Hey, now, I'm about to pass it off to, I think, the most even-keeled human being I've ever been around in my life that carried us all the way to the World Series. Teoscar Hernandez, baby. Help this organization, this city, this team, these people win a championship. You guys made this dream come true. Thank you for making me a world champion. Thank you.
Hey, there's a guy that's been in a Dodger uniform more than anyone, certainly on this stage. We didn't get our parade in 2020. Let's give it up for the GOAT, Clayton Kershaw!
Oh man, I've waited for this day for a long time. I've waited to celebrate for a long time. I can't imagine being anywhere else right now. And I can't imagine doing it with a better group of guys than this group right here. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I didn't have anything to do with this championship, but it feels like I have the best feeling in the world.
by Josh Bart, and we wouldn't have this championship without him. A guy in Game 5, he gave us everything we had. Give it up for the leader of the bullpen, Blake Trinan.
Hey, I'll be honest, this is the best feeling I've had on a baseball field. Not a better group of guys. I ain't much of a talker. I like to lead by actions. Everything we have is, man, by all of our hard work, everybody puts us in good positions to have success. These guys earned every bit of it. Our true leader in the bullpen is Daniel Hudson. So I kind of want him to come up here. He's got more of a thing. Come on, Goat. Yeah, here's Daniel Hudson, guys. We're not here without him.
What's up, LA? Hey, I just want to say, I came back for this moment right here. Everybody on this stage is a world champion. Everybody in this stadium is a world champion. Everybody that bleeds Dodger blue is a world champion. Congratulations, LA. I love you guys.
Hey, get the dogs up here. Who? I don't know who else.
Do it. Should I say it? Yeah. Should I say it, boys? You have to. You have to. Should I say it? Should I say it? Go ahead. You have to. You have to. Hey, guys. This team, it has to do with a word that starts with the same letter as my last name. And we all stay this way, especially through the entire month of October. Should I? Should I? Do it! Do it!
First off, we had the greatest of all time, Vin Scully. We had another legend, Dodger legend, number 34, Fernando Valenzuela. Happy birthday, Fernando. This is for you too. So this winter, ownership, Andrew, front office, we had a big goal in mind. That's to get the biggest fish of them all. I almost screwed it up. I'll tell you right now. Who was it? No, not Kiermaier. Not Kiermaier. Sorry. KK, I love you, but no, not you. Who was the year from Shohei Ohtani?
Thank you, Dad.
This is so special moment for me. And then, I'm so honored to be here and to be part of this team. Congratulations, Los Angeles. Thank you, fans.
Thank you, Dodgers.
awesome is this? Mook, get up here. Mook, what I tell you, every time they walk show to get to you.
I got 400 too.
Get up here, baby. Get up here. How about this guy right here, Brett Honeywell? We wouldn't be here without this guy. Let's see it, honey. What you got? What you got for me?
Hey, I'll do anything to bring a fucking championship here into Los Angeles. I can promise you that. Let's fucking go, Wildland. Let's go!
Best fans in the world, best stadium in the world, best city in the world. Unbelievable! We should have had this in 2020, but we're bringing it now. Man, y'all setting the city on fire right now.
All right, guys, we got two more. First, we made a trade at the deadline. We got this guy who played shortstop, center field. He did everything we asked. He was the NLCS MVP. Give it up for Tommy Edman.
Thank you guys, thank you, I appreciate it. Man, I've only been here for a couple months. Eli's already trying to grab the mic. But I just want to say thank you to all the Dodgers fans out there. You guys have welcomed me like one of your own, and I'm just so grateful to be part of this organization. Such a great group of guys. Love everybody here. And now we're World Series champs. Let's go, baby!
All right, this guy right here is the glue to our ball club. No one plays a better shortstop. He played hurt all year for us. I love this guy right here. Give it up for Mickey Rowe.
Hey, what's up, Los Angeles? Hey, I made my debut in 2014 here, and I got back to be a World Series champion. Let's fucking go!
Test. You guys got me. Test. Now I got it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there we are. Yep. I got you, John.
Yes, sir. Awesome work, Joe. We're good.
Show everybody what to see. We want to see this. Let's go!
That's awesome. Well done, Miggy. That was cool. That was cool. Everybody goes, do we want to see the Freddie dance?
Do the Freddie.
And everybody like, oh, that was cool.
Okay.
Test. I can hear myself now.
Even though I'm afraid what they might say that they still haven't said. So before I turn it over to Joe, I want all of you on the stage to hold on to this feeling. And I want all of you in the stands to always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Play my theme music. Go ahead.
Randy! Kick it, Randy!
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty
And how about hearing from Shohei Ohtani speaking English to this crowd here and to everybody watching around the world, saying how much of a privilege it was for him to be a part of this championship. And I think back all the way to December 14th of last year when they announced Shohei Ohtani as the newest member of this club, and they told Shohei they wanted to go all in. They wanted to win a championship, and they wanted to compete each and every year. And there is Shohei Ohtani posing with Magic Johnson.
Oh, man.
And I'll tell you, how about the emotions that we felt and saw from Teoscar Hernandez breaking up there in front of everybody, and Clayton Kershaw in tears over this championship. It really just goes to show you how much this really means to these guys. This is real emotions, and the fact that they were able to come through on this team, part of a great unit that really bonded throughout the season. They are truly brothers, and now they are world champions together.
Freddie Freeman, when he took the mic, he remarked, because he followed Kike Hernandez, and he said, I don't quite have that same personality, but he expressed his gratitude for the fans, especially after he returns from what he dealt with his son Max. Of course, his son Max is here, and the older son Charlie is here. But Freddie really just made it a point to say, I have never felt so sort of welcomed home, and we went on to win a World Series for you. So he did so with not one but two injuries, we've learned.
And certainly many different emotions being felt by these guys, because you've got someone like Teoscar Hernandez who is at the end of an expiring contract. He certainly hopes to re-sign with the Dodgers. He has expressed that. We'll have to wait and see on that. Walker Buehler is at the end of a contract. And will he be a Dodger again? Daniel Hudson, who spoke, he has already announced he is retiring after the season. So going out on top, going out as a champion. Max Muncy, seen right there. He's got 1 year left on his contract, a $12 million contract. Struggled throughout the playoffs. So we don't know. Some of these guys, like Mookie, saying, let's do this 4, 5, 6 more times. For some other guys, this is going to be the end of the road here.
And Clayton Kershaw with the statement, Dodger for life. If there was any doubt about his future next year, that he made that very clear here as we look at some of the guys. And Max Muncy said, best fans in the world. And you think about Dodger Stadium, which has the best attendance in baseball year after year. And Dodger fans have consistently been the best fans in baseball. That Dodger fandom, even bigger now with Shohei, and the audience in Japan is the reason that the highest rated World Series always involved the Dodgers. People love this team, and that fan base getting a chance to celebrate right now. Mario Ramirez is out with some of those fans right now. Mario.
Hey guys, yes, you can obviously see the excitement with the crowd. I'm going to step just a little bit away so I can actually speak, but they're very excited. You can tell that they've been having fun out here. I will say that when Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman were introduced, the crowd went absolutely wild. They also enjoyed that performance by Ice Cube to start things off, and they really just had a great time out here. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
My name is Kim, and I came from L.A.
All right, so not very far. Kim, tell me, what did you think about that celebration at Dodger Stadium on the big screens here?
That was awesome. 36 years, and now we're back. I just think it's awesome. The Dodgers are 2024 world champions, and they brought it home to L.A. Yeah!
And it actually worked out perfectly because the parade route is just behind these monitors. And once it was over, everybody basically crowded into here. We heard from some people who said they were going to nearby bars or maybe to another location to watch. But everyone who wanted to watch here in Grant Park, they were able to. And it was a fun time had by all. A little party out here. So as we send it back to you, the excitement is carrying over. And I'm sure they'll stay out here for quite a while having some fun. Let's go Dodgers!
Let's go! Let's go Dodgers! Champions for life! World champions!
Mario Ramirez reporting live there. I really love that fan shirt of Fernando. Of course, Dave Roberts took a moment to wish a heavenly birthday to Fernando Valenzuela. Today would have been his 64th birthday. Okay, we need to just take a 30-second pause to pay some of those bills. Here's a word from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
I went with the Purity Off-Road. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. ultimate dream is to drive all the way down to Patagonia. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate goal. My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4.
Today's the day for a low $299 a month lease on a new 4x4 Tacoma. Just $299 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Walker Buehler there with a beer bong necklace, which is quite an accessory. And based off of what he said up there, we could tell that he enjoyed some of that beer bong as he was riding in the parade as well.
You can tell by the way he was hugging that commissioner's trophy. This means a lot to Walker Buehler. Okay, let's not forget he just went through his second Tommy John surgery, and his recovery did not go well.
Yeah.
Like when he came back this year from that second surgery, he then injured his hip, his control, his velocity was down, and then he had to go back to Florida, try to work on his stuff, and came back. And even as late as the playoffs, we didn't know what Walker Buehler was going to be able to contribute to this team, right? To be able to come in, and again, World Series Walker, third time in his career, has pitched 3 games, third game of the World Series, and did a phenomenal job against the Yankees in Game 3, and to come back in Game 5 and to close it out in the ninth inning there, and getting them down 1-2-3. Walker Buehler, this means a lot to him. I think it proved to him that he's back, and now as he goes into free agency, hopefully it'll pay off for him in a big way.
And it was a big risk for Dave Roberts to pitch Walker Buehler because he would have been the presumptive starter in Game 7, and you're sort of taking him off the table for that.
Frankly, Dave Roberts was out of pitching, which really dramatic close. So it began with a grand slam in Game 1 and ended with Walker Buehler with his heroics in Game 5, and it all equals a Dodger championship.
They're 8th. Let's check in with Bob DeCastro, who's outside Dodger Stadium right now with those fans. Bob? Ha!
Here at the stadium where we're home. Home is where the heart is, and we're here in LA, and we're champions once again, baby. We brought it back.
Oh yeah! World Series champs, baby! A lot of people had hoped that there would be a game here so that they could see them win here, but this was perfect, wasn't it?
It was amazing. Kershaw put on the best speech right now. He brought me to emotion, to tears. Such an amazing time. Dodgers, baby! Let's go! Let me talk to you, buddy. Let me talk to you, Bobby D. Let me tell you something. This matters more to the city than any other sports team, any other one. Because the Lakers are important, the Rams are important, but nothing like the Dodgers. Because the Dodgers bring the community together. The entire city loves the Dodgers. You could go anywhere in the world and see this logo, and you point at that logo and you know that that's a Dodger fan. And that's why it matters a little bit more, Bobby D. That's why it matters a little bit.
I was saying this when I was in New York, that you saw the Dodger blue and immediately it was like,
everywhere. That's all over the country. That's all over the world, Bobby D. Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers! Oh yeah! Oh! Yeah! Give me a hug, Bobby D.
Big hat.
He has a whole new group of friends, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yeah, I mean,
I know, wasn't that cool?
And then Freddie, when he taught and his dedication to the game and everything.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You gotta love that.
Yes.
Love your hat.
Oh my God! Ice Cube and Fernando Valenzuela's Happy Birthday song.
There were so many good moments.
Yes, it was great.
What was your favorite part of the whole thing?
My favorite part is right now talking to you, celebrating when we are great.
Legend.
You make Dodgers who they are, what they are.
You make Dodgers who they are.
We all make it. This network makes it. LA makes it.
MVP!
I think the fans are real MVP. The fans are the real MVPs here.
I just
coming to Dodger games.
Yeah. Was it different coming here, like, you know, not at an actual game, but when everybody's like coming here for a different reason, for a victory, and we don't have an opposing team?
I think it's just born and raised, you know? We grew up with this.
Yeah.
This is our homecoming.
Yeah.
We're here, baby. We won the championship. Let's go, baby.
You see this now as a future dynasty, right? Because if we wait over 30 years for something like this, do you see this happening in the years to come?
Absolutely. With the horsepower we have, Dodger Stadium coming back. Let's go, baby. We come back. We come back, baby.
Are you guys waiting this line here for this merchandise, or you already have everything in it? Oh, you bought some swag.
Look at this. Absolutely. Well worth it. We want to represent LA. We're coming back, baby. Back to back.
Back to back.
Let's go.
Back to back, and we'll send it back to you.
Freddie Freeman, who? You've just been named the most valuable player, Bob. We love it. Thanks so much.
Lots of love for Bob.
Yeah, a lot of love for Bob. Let's check in with one of our others out there. That's Coco McAvoy. She's in downtown LA, where the streets have just reopened. Coco.
Hello, good afternoon. We are here at Grand Park, and the crowd is going wild. They're having a great time. It has been so much fun here along the parade route. You can see everybody is amped up. They're so excited to be part of this because in 2020, we were not able to get this. So now, of course, the crowd is so excited that they're able to get this World Series parade for 2024. We've got kids here as well. No school today, right?
Yeah, it's worth not coming here. It was not coming to school. I love it here. Yay! Dodgers!
Go Dodgers! How much fun has this been?
I don't know how they won, but we're going to win another one next year.
That's right. I like that. We're going to win another one next year. We are all so excited to be a part of this, to be here as well. I think my favorite part of being here has just been to be with the fans, because all of them are excited. Everybody's happy, in a good mood. That's a true fan. That's a Freddie Freeman fan, because that's the Atlanta Braves jersey underneath there, as you can see. But everyone is so excited. Yes, you were saying go Dodgers.
No, I think.
Yeah, we might. Sounds like we just lost.
And we are back here, as you see on the field at Dodger Stadium. And one thing, guys, that's remarkable is while the fans are streaming out and being guided out of the ballpark now, all of the players and their families are still down there on the stage and still taking in this moment. And again,
they don't want to leave.
For many of them, this is the end of the road, and they go out a champion or retire. In the case of Daniel Hudson, for a lot of these guys, then they're going to be ready to start working on next year. And we can already start thinking about that. What's this Dodger team going to look like? Oh, by the way, Shohei Ohtani, who surprised a lot of folks here today and spoke English and greeted the crowd, he will be pitching next year.
Yep.
So that's a nice start to your rotation. Of course, Tyler Glass now expected to come back from injury. You got Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So that's a pretty good start. And then, of course, you've got
there's Decoy.
Bean right there. Shohei parading around.
His wife.
His dog, and there's his beautiful wife taking Decoy in her arms. And that was really something. The crowd went wild when Shohei addressed them in English.
Well, I think he speaks a lot more English than maybe he leads on, because we see him so often with his translator. He wants to be so precise in what he says. Looks like Anthony Anderson's on the stage there with them. And but when Shohei won the MVP last year for the Angels, and he gave his MVP acceptance speech for the American League, he gave the whole speech in English. It was written out, something he had thought about carefully and practiced. And I'm sure he practiced this many times as well, but it was really meaningful, I think, for the fans, the fact that he invested time to speak in English to them tonight. And it was a reminder of all these different cultures that we saw, all these different countries represented in the Dodgers. This really was a World Series, Marla.
Yeah, I mean, and to that point, the ratings were through the roof in Japan, and they will continue to be as long as Shohei and Yoshinobu Yamamoto are here and they are playing. They're beloved here and abroad, all across across the globe as we're seeing Shohei and his sweet little pup Decoy, and of course Teoscar Hernandez and Mookie Betts here. The Dodgers are just loving it, and to your point, Kyle, they don't want to leave. They don't want this day to end. They have worked so hard for this, and Clayton Kershaw looks like he is going through the dugout.
Or the dugout.
Yeah,
yes.
in the dugout there with his daughter. It's a family affair. What I've most enjoyed about today is in all of the division that we see in the world right now, and in our communities when we're reporting on what's going on outside your front door, this is so nice to be able to just smile and take a deep breath and a nice sigh of relief and hugs and so much jubilation for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and it feels so good to be able to smile and report some good news today.
You know, from way back in March, this team comes together in Arizona for spring training, and they start working, and they're working and working, and it's serious business, baseball, obviously. These are high salaries and a lot of money, and they start working right up until opening day, and they go through this grind of a season of 162 games, and they get into the playoffs, and when you see the players out on that field, it is all business. And finally, after all of these months, it culminates in this championship that is so elusive to so many. There are so many players in baseball that will never taste the sip of champagne of a world championship. The Dodgers are doing that, and this is their moment to revel in it, to celebrate it with families and with the fans.
And it has been such a joy and privilege to be able to cover it and to be joining you for this. As a SoCal boy who grew up coming to Dodger Stadium, this is a dream come true to be in this booth and to be a part of this and just feel our community coming together, which we need to do so much more. So a big thanks to the Dodgers organization for making that happen, and a big thanks to our entire Fox 11 crew who has worked really hard to be the home of the World Series and to bring you coverage from here in New York. Everybody working extra hours for this incredible ride that we feel so honored to be a part of.
Yeah, and thank you to you joining us from home for taking the time out to join us here on Fox 11. We're going to have a complete wrap-up of all today's events tonight on the Fox 11 News at 5, 6, 10, and 11 because our workday is not done yet.
Yes.
We have some more work to do.
It's been so much fun, this entire ride, all the way through the playoffs, and we're so grateful that Fox was able to bring it all to you, the NLCS, the World Series, and now the championship parade. So we bid you so long from Dodger Stadium.
And we can end with saying, go Dodgers.
We will join Jennifer Hudson already in progress. Thanks so much for being with us.
Coverage sponsored by Spectrum, a connection built for everywhere. That's Live Unlimited. That's Spectrum. Dodger Parade coverage is sponsored by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy.
Feel the groove in the all-new Camry.
Now, get a $329 a month lease or a low 4.99 APR on the all-new, all-hybrid Camry.
Toyota. Let's go places.